Yo people, and welcome back to On Track GP. Listen, this is the Bahrain Grand Prix, the watch along. I'm absolutely so excited for the first race, and I'm joined by Sam from Planet F1 and Joe. Bro, how are you doing today? Talk to me, how are you feeling?
Excited to finally get back
wait.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
Long winter.
Bit nervous. I feel a bit like anxious. I haven't watched the F1 in however it's been, say November, 3 or 4 months or whatever. I'm actually very excited to get back, but I'm a bit sort of nervous. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it builds up an energy in you, then suddenly, bang, here we go. I can't wait.
I was really excited coming in, and obviously we've gone through qualifying. We're going to recap a little bit just before the race starts, but I am nervous now because it is the first race, and anything can happen. And there could easily be a little collision at turn 1, and then the whole race goes upside down. We've got Colin as well, production, big up. He'll be giving us a little bit of feedback from maybe team radio and stuff we can't hear, obviously coming through to the race. Let's start with recapping on qualifying just a little bit because we'll start with Q3 and work our way up, isn't it? That's what we do. Some big shocks. Gasly out.
Gasly.
What happened there, really? Because everybody expected him to be in at least Q1, really.
Yeah, and Ocon did make it there, his teammate, but Gasly had to get to the back of the queue. He had his lap time deleted. The only lap time he did had it deleted, and then forget it, he's at the back of the queue. So no luck for Gasly.
And some other really surprising. Haas separated massively.
It was a great afternoon for Haas, really. I think, especially for Nico Hülkenberg, the fact that he came into that car after two or so years away, and then just put it straight into the top 10. Like, they would have been delighted with that. I think there's obviously some disappointment for Magnussen. He's going to want to have to rebuild that over the course of the next 2 hours. But it's a great day for Nico Hülkenberg for sure.
All the rookies out immediately. Harsh lessons. Sargent was actually the one that finished in 16th. I was quite happy for him, to be fair. It's a good result to a decent standard, obviously.
Yeah, and you've got to say that he had exactly the same time as Lando Norris, and he only went out because he was the second one to do it. So the margins in that were ridiculously slim. Obviously, first qualifying session, and you just out by literally no seconds at all.
Baptism of fire, that.
To F1.
Disappointment for Piastri as well, but it feels like McLaren are going to struggle anyway, isn't it? Obviously with Norris's times, that's not what we'd expect from him.
Yeah, I think when we did our preview show, we all sort of talked about McLaren going to struggle this season, and today, by the looks of things as well, could be tough.
Sonoda out in Q2. He had a really good Q1. I think he was P8, and then he went to medium tyres and struggled. Well, as you'd expect, it's a lot slower. And went out in Q2. But maybe in the race, maybe he might be able to be the one to get a lot of overtakes and get himself back into the top 10. So that's going to be interesting to take a look at as well. The rest of them, Alfa Romeo feels like the middle team. We were speaking about it just before we started. Alfa Romeo feels like this team that just kind of are just there. We're just here. No one really talks about us, but we're just here. Bottas.
Sort of the worst thing that you can say about a team, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah.
If you're losing and crashing out, people are talking about you, but poor Alfa Romeo, they're the definition of lower midfield. But as I said, that car is so fit. It's such an attractive car. I'm so into it. I think it's as I said, it's not going to be particularly quick, but it'll be nice to watch it go around the track. That black and red is good. It's really good.
That is the kind of team that Drive to Survive was made for, Alfa Romeo. It sounds really bad, but that is just the truth. It's like, that's the kind of team where it's like, if we don't get a Netflix series, we're not really talking about you too much. You're kind of just doing what you do. The Latifis and the Max Verstappens will always get their attention. I do miss Latifi this year as well. Before we get to what happened in Q3, I want to ask, who do you miss the most? Is it Latifi, is it Ricciardo, or is it Vettel?
Oh, it's Ricciardo for me, for sure, Like, I know that maybe I missed him, the Ricciardo of 5 years ago, whatever it was, but I think I think he's always been an exciting driver where he's got that overtake ability. Obviously, Vettel's missed as well, but I think for me it's definitely Ricciardo. Hopefully we see him a little bit during this season.
Obviously reserve driver for Red Bull as well.
I actually will, I know it sounds mad, I will miss Latifi a little bit just because you can bank on him to stick it in the wall and give a red flag.
He's the
and then mix it up. So I will, but by the looks of things, maybe some of the rookies might be able to do a job on that as well. But I will miss Latifi, genuinely.
You're sending shots for the rookies immediately.
Straight away.
I'm not convinced. And obviously, DeVries was I think last, wasn't he?
19th. Gasly knocked him.
19th. Obviously, Gasly got his time deleted, so he starts in 20th. So lots of overtaking expecting for him in the Alpine. And then obviously then we go to Q3 and wow. Literally what we expected in a way, isn't it? With Red Bull and then obviously Ferrari's double stacked and then Alonso splitting Ferrari and Mercedes. What's the hope for? I guess the aim is podium, isn't it?
For Alonso?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a great position. He's got a quick car. I mean, I think this is the great test now, whether they're battling for that midfield with Mercedes and the like, or whether he can go on and push the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. That's what we're going to find out hopefully now. He's in a great spot to do it. He's in a quick car, and we'll just see. Maybe he can capitalise on the Red Bulls and Ferraris battling each other and sort of just weave in there. So we'll see.
You said that earlier. I think that's a good point, actually. You know, those first couple of corners is such a tight hairpin, that first corner, that they're going to get quite stacked up. If someone can get around the outside, like an Alonso can get around the outside or up the inside there, he can make up a couple of positions quite early and then really, really shake things up.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned Hülkenberg earlier in 10th, Ocon in 9th. Stroll, massive finish in P8 due to his wrist injury. You have to give him his credit there, because that's a really good achievement. Kind of surprised we were speaking that he's even racing, really.
Yeah.
Because in Formula One, your wrists are almost everything, aren't they?
Yeah, it's arguably the most important part. Yeah, like I think that obviously shows how quick the Aston Martin car is. That it's not just the skill of Alonso that's pushed it that high up, but the fact that Stroll, with his injuries, managed to do it. That's just very promising for when he's back to full fitness.
Yeah, me as a Lewis and Mercedes fan, I'm obviously hoping for some upgrades in maybe the 4th, 5th race coming up. We spoke about those side pods and the changes that could be made. Lewis speaking about wanting to definitely secure the 8th. Whether that happens at Mercedes, I've seen some comment sections out there. You guys have been like, maybe he might move to Ferrari. I don't know. Sainz doesn't do a job. If he wants that 8th and Mercedes don't kick on and really, really deliver, and we'll see what the upgrades do, would you rule out like a last-minute Alonso devious move to another team? I mean, I know there's a lot of loyalty because he's won a lot of championships with them. But if he needs the 8th and I need the 8th,
it'd be unbelievable. Like,
I would love it. Him in a Ferrari.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be like I wouldn't have.
I'll be wearing that hat.
I'll be like,
give me that.
What lucky hat? I think. You couldn't blame him. You couldn't blame him for going. You know, he's done such an amazing job. He's been an instrumental part of Mercedes' success over the last 10 years. I think this is his 10th year now.
Yeah.
If he went to try and, I think Red Bull might be a different conversation, but if he went to someone like Ferrari and won it, you'd go, actually, do you know what, fair play, like, good on you, good on you. But not for Sainz, because Sainz is sticking around in Ferrari.
That's the equivalent for going to like a London rival in football, if you were to go to Red Bull, for sure. Obviously, Russell out-qualifies him as well, and then obviously we get to the Red Bulls, where in testing, it looked like, you know, they're really good pace, and then into the practice. I think they raised the floor a little bit and obviously lost out, and then now it seems like they've dropped it a little bit for this race and P1 and P2. I mean, at the moment for the qualifying, they look strong.
Yeah, job done for Red Bull. Like, you couldn't have asked much more. I think Verstappen said, even though they got the pole, that he wasn't quite happy with the car still. He thought it was a lot better in testing. So the fact that he's doing this in a car that he's not entirely comfortable with just shows how good the Red Bull car is and how good he is. So there's not a lot of change you can do between qualifying and the race, but if they've done a little bit of tweaking to make it a bit more comfortable, then it
seems like they're running a risk running the car that low, because that was always the problem in the first place. They were trying to raise it just to be a little bit more secure with the floor, but then they've just dropped it now for some pace. I mean, you say get more out of the car. I mean, their straight line speed has always been ridiculous in the last couple of years. What more do you want?
Well, they've just qualified P1 and P2, and he's like, I'm not sure that was everything. You think, what?
Christian Horner's just sitting there like, this is ungrateful kid.
Yeah, how can that car have more in the tank? Like, oh god, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I think with our predictions, we kind of all did go over Max Verstappen win on the first race.
Max from pole,
kind of be expected, isn't it? Then there's a fight, obviously, for podium. We'll see what transpires there. Are you now happy with Ferrari's kind of like position at the moment?
Yeah, 3-4 strong. I would have liked to see at least one of them above Checo.
Okay.
But they didn't. So actually, you know, fair play Checo. I gave him a bit of a hounding. I'm still not convinced that he's going to do a beautiful job for Red Bull. I do think he could get a bit of pressure.
You're preying on his downfall.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm putting it out there to the universe. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to see what Ferrari can do this year. Oh, here we go. They're going with the
official titles. So.
Wait for George with his arms.
Yeah, and Leclerc already in a mean position with his head on the walls. Yeah. I don't know who made him do that.
It's so boy band, isn't it?
Let me get a more different type of prediction. Driver of the day. I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Sam. Who's your driver of the day from this?
We should also say that this is fan voted, so like.
I know, yeah.
Max is never going to win.
No, because Latifi used to pick this award up every time.
Yeah, but I think it's got to be Alonso. If he comes anywhere near the top, like the love for Alonso is huge. Like the fact he hasn't been near this position for years, like. For me, it's Alonso. I mean, if we have a driver like Gasly who comes from P20 into the points, that's probably worthy of the points. But I think, again, because it's fan voted, I think you're going to go for the big names, so I'm going to pick Alonso.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Fan voted, it would be Alonso. And driver of the day in terms of performance?
I just think if any of those ones that finished qualified lower than we expected, so someone like Gasly, if they can get back into the points, it'd be a massive push through the race for. I feel like I'm Peter Gasly's fan club, but if he gets into the points today, it's a great result considering he's also in a new car. It's not one he's been used to. So but I think the Alpine's got pace. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts going up, and if he can get into the top 10, it'd be a great achievement.
Yeah, we saw on the soft tyres that Tsunoda, Yuki's like. Yuki's in good pace, P8, and then obviously moved to medium tyres, dropped in. Do you think that for the long haul, is there an opportunity? Do you think for him to really rise up through the field?
I've got to be honest, no, I don't think so. I don't think you're not convinced.
Yeah, me neither. I think he's more likely to go the other way, I'd imagine. Than which is, I've said that a lot about AlphaTauri, but I've just not been convinced, to be honest. They might prove me wrong. We actually
tussled between them being the bottom team.
And the fact that De Vries, I know he's a rookie, but he finished. He did finish last, but then Piastri knocked him up one. But that's not a great start for him. And I think it's a tough ask that AlphaTauri hasn't shown much pace last year, and it didn't show much pace in testing either. So if he gets on the podium, then that'd be an unbelievable result. But if he even gets in the points, I think they'd be happy.
Yeah. And Piastri, actually, speaking of, is down there as well. Do we expect a lot of rookie? But lots of hype.
There's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure on him in a big team like McLaren.
Yeah, massive team like McLaren. He made it very clear that he was going there, didn't he? In the middle of last season. But yeah, I think Piastri. As I said, I think Piastri could struggle. I think McLaren could struggle.
Yeah.
You can't really expect these rookies to come in and start scoring points straight away. So it's going to be even though they've been through the testing, they've been driving the cars for a while. Actually, that said,
it's kind of a long-term investment with Piastri, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be, yeah. But De Vries came into a Williams last year to cover a race, right?
And
he scored a point, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did really well. Actually, fair play.
Yeah.
But I suppose he was there driving without any expectation.
He's a lot older, and I think he's kind of always been in and around it.
He's been in the Mercedes garage a lot. Yeah, he's been there as a driver. He's won Formula E as well, so obviously that's a different series, but still another championship under his belt. So I think he's the more experienced. I know it sounds weird that he's had one race compared to everyone else's zero, but he's definitely the more experienced rookie. But we'll see. F1's just a different sport, really, like in comparison.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing Alonso, like you mentioned. As much as he was Hamilton's rivalry way back when, I do want Alonso to do well, because I feel like he's one of those drivers that we just don't know at the front of the grid whether or not he could maybe, what does Alonso at the front of the grid looks like right now? We haven't seen it.
He's a very defensive driver, as you were saying before we came on. He's very, very good defensive. If he can get towards the front and hold a few people off, he could be unbelievable. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good race.
Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments section. Let's see. It's going to be very interesting. This is a big race. First race. Driver of the day. People are saying Ocon as well. Ocon in
I'm
ninth.
not anti that at all.
Strong position. Knows the car.
Yeah, and he's been with that Alpine team for a while, hasn't he? So he knows what's going on.
Yeah. Dale was saying, come on, Mercedes and Hamilton and Russell. Lots of British representation on the grid, obviously, as well. A lot of people are saying Ocon to do a madness.
I like that. He's in my F1 fantasy team, so that's good for me.
I'm interested to see as well, actually, you guys, if you want to join the F1 fantasy team. I haven't made one yet. My mates was also saying, yo, make one. I'm like, we all know what's going to happen. I'm going to make a fantasy team, and then after the first 2 weeks, I'm going to forget about it, and then I'm going to finish in the bottom. So, but if you guys want to join, the link is at the top of the comment section pinned, and you guys both have teams, isn't it?
Yeah, we both got two teams in there.
If it doesn't go well, then we don't know what to talk about.
If it doesn't go well, so there you go, guys. It's right there at the top of the comments to be pinned. And a lot of people are going for Ocon in the comments, actually.
Interesting. Ocon, yeah. I'm not anti it, and we a few of us backed the Alpines to get that fourth position as well.
I think we're playing the long game there. Aston Martin is like the new kid on the block with the new investment, the new money. Obviously, Alonso is a lot of kind of like hype around the team right now. But I'm still sticking with Alpine on the long haul.
Matisse, it's happening, mate. I'm putting on my lucky new Ferrari hat. Here we go.
I need to get a hat as well, Yeah, I need to get a hat.
It's right, mate. I love all the F1 merch. There's so much good stuff. And it's not even like I've got a whole bunch of hats because I just sort of went a bit mad over Christmas when I was missing it. And they've all got different like designs. It's not just a flat colour. They've all got so different designs. I'm so into it. So right, lucky hats on. Here we go, Ferrari.
Who is your favourite car in terms of the looks? Because I know you've said Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, I like Alfa Romeo as well. Yeah. I'm going to say I wish the Williams was better, but because they've got that Golf sponsor. But I've got to say, for best sponsor, it's got to be Williams with that Duracell battery on the top. Like they designed it to look exactly like a battery. I love little stuff like that. Yeah. Like when they incorporate the sponsor, so it's not just a big
so it's not
name.
Just covered around the car. I have to say, Ferrari last year, as we're just watching them do the outlap, Ferrari last year's car, oh my god, that colour, the red, Jesus.
Yeah, they've deepened it a bit this year, haven't they?
I loved it, honestly, it was
I'm nervous. So, I actually feel nervous.
Go to production, let's go.
Okay, so just to touch on Ferrari, I see you've put on your lucky cap, Joe.
Yeah.
Sainz has gone through with a battery change prior to the start of the race. The team weren't very happy with the way the battery was after qualifying, so they've already had to make a change. And they've been doing a lot of looking at Leclerc's front axle on the grid because of his issues with qualifying yesterday. But as we see, he's taken off in the formation lap. Everything looks okay for now.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Got to watch Ferrari then. Keep an eye on things. I hope no mechanical and those type of issues come into play today, because it does kind of always spoil it. I do hope also that Mercedes let their drivers fight. We were speaking about that. All three teams, Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari, have their drivers right locked in next to each other. It's the first race of the season.
Yeah.
If you want to bring more fans to the sport, this is the way to do it. Let the drivers fight.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's definitely.
on, so hopefully they let them do that.
Is that on the formation?
Yeah, this is on formation lap.
Stroll's got off on the formation lap.
Yeah.
To be fair, that is a tight corner. Whenever I play the F1 game, I'm always off into the wall.
Now, this is the only thing I think for Stroll. I think
he's not damaged his tyres. No,
I think Stroll could, if his wrist is still causing him problems, which it is. I think Stroll could struggle purely because the race it's a long race. You know what I mean? So as they all are, obviously qualifying, you're in, you're out. But this is
definitely. I think this is like the first proper test. I know they've done testing, but obviously you can come in and like take a break and stuff like that. But this is the first time where he's got pretty much 2 hours of running, and that's going to be exhausting come the last few laps.
So we'll see. Yeah. Oh look, there's Mick.
Yeah, Mick in the Mercedes garage. So I think we're going to see a lot more of Mick than we are of Danny Rick. I think Danny Rick's more in the hype man position, whereas Schumacher at least is sort of playing that reserve role as we see the cars begin to line up.
Big up the comments. Race just about to start. Man, my guy, you got to win and debut in a new show. Yes, big up Jason with the super chat. Absolutely buzzing, man, for this Grand Prix. First Grand Prix of the season. It feels good, man. At last, the season's underway. We've had to wait a long time. The gap is too big. I always say it in Formula One, man. We're suffering.
I'm really nervous. I feel really nervous.
Yeah, I feel nervous.
I don't know why I'm so nervous. I'm not doing anything.
Fata says as well, all good.
Here we go. Green flag.
Forza Ferrari. Got Ferrari fans in the chat.
Yes, Ferrari fans. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Here we go. It's going to be all about this first corner.
Lights out and away we go. The start of the Grand Prix. We have lift off.
Oh, Leclerc. Leclerc.
Oh.
Verstappen leads.
Oh, it's all over.
Into the first corner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Ferrari.
Yes, Ferrari, come on.
That was a head push. Is that Leclerc, is it? I think it is, isn't
Leclerc.
it?
Yes.
Yes.
Come
on. Ferraris. Wow. He split the Ferraris.
Norris is dropping like a stone back there.
Sainz comfortably in fourth there.
He could get it.
He could get Hamilton's just got Alonso. Or was that Russell?
Was that contact?
I think Hamilton.
Yeah, it was contact there, but we've got a green flag.
Is that George who's just gone down the inside of Alonso?
There's the mark ahead of him. Yeah,
that is George. Oh, wow. And I think Hamilton as well. Alonso's struggling, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
There's an Alpha very high.
Oh, Alonso.
That must be Bottas.
Yeah, assuming that's Bottas.
Bottas has got. Where did he start? 12th. Yeah, he did.
He's
gone right up.
Both the
McLaren's just gone.
11th and
Look, Norris has just fallen off.
12th and 13th, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alonso. All that. So much build up to Alonso.
Alonso's literally gone straight behind both of the.
We keep saying this though, but we're just ignoring the fact that Verstappen is like a mile
Verstappen.
We would ignore that.
Done. Next.
Bye Verstappen. Bye Max.
Oh,
have fun.
Piastri going for a bit of a dive.
This is crazy.
Was that Piastri?
Wow. It must be. It must have been. It can't have been.
I think I just spotted. Yeah, they said Stroll touched someone. So whether it's his own teammate, that's probably not a great start.
That's insane. So Verstappen obviously leads the race. Ferrari have split the two Red Bulls with Leclerc.
Yeah, Leclerc dived in front of.
Oh, that's Hamilton.
Hamilton's ahead of Russell.
Yeah. Hamilton's got ahead of Russell.
Alonso's dropped 2.
Go on, Hammy. Come on, Lewis. Moved up to 5th, and Alonso down to 7th with Bottas
yellow
and
flag.
Stroll. There's a yellow flag, sector 2. Norris in 10th, making into the top 10. Ocon's dropped a bit.
Those cars are really sparking, aren't they?
I love the sparks.
Sargent's had a great start. I've just started
he's
in
jumped up to
P13.
13. Both Williams have actually done well.
Yeah, Williams
Hulkenberg's
really
dropped,
well.
and he down to P14.
Yeah.
Bad start for them.
And Gasly's done one, but he's got a
long way to go.
Did not
Gone
expect.
Pierre.
Yeah, Bottas
Alonso
gone up
to-
4. Fair play.
Yeah, great start.
Great start for Hamilton, going up 2 places, and four places for Bottas. Like you said, brilliant start.
I picked the wrong Alpha driver for my fantasy team.
Yes.
Damn it, good joke.
Oh,
that was his
there's the
teammate.
collision.
Okay, that's a massive dive.
Could there be
from
front
Stroll.
wing damage there? I think it could be front wing damage there because his tyre came in.
I just seem completely needed some Stroll there. Like, it's the first lap and your
And
teammate.
he went off in qualifying. Maybe he's really struggling.
Maybe,
he could be
yeah.
in
So that was Stroll on his teammate.
Yeah, that was Stroll
pegged
into
his
Alonso.
teammate,
I don't know if they made contact. It looked like
Leclerc's
they
done
did.
so well to get into
makes
second there.
sense, yeah.
Sainz has got to start pushing on Checo here, really. Come on.
Well, Alonso's not going to be happy about that.
No, but then again,
So still no DRS. If they can stay within a second of each other, we could get some really good fighting in sort of the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they're all still actually really. I thought they would have spread out more from that first hip in, but actually the grid's still quite tight.
I wonder what the relationship
Gasly's
between
moved up
Stroll and
again.
Alonso will be like this season. Because obviously
Between
it's Stroll and Alonso, because there's obviously the owner's son versus Alonso, who is very in a nice way selfish. At times, as he's just so focused on performing for himself.
so just looking at that start, that's a great start for Bottas. Like straight into P8,
Unbelievable
4
start.
spots.
Yeah.
Gasly's had a good start as well, moved up a few spots. Hulkenberg's had a dreadful start. If he went from P10 down to P14, Sargent's
that's
got
really
him.
bad.
Both Williams have got him. And then pretty much.
Haas will be really disappointed there. K-Mag's down
we're
as
getting
well.
a bit of a gap now. We're at 1.6 seconds between the leaders and almost 2 now between Verstappen and Leclerc. So that gap's going to start building, you suspect, as the race goes on.
Yeah, I mean Verstappen's 3 laps in, all but won it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
interesting that
depressing.
Magnussen's on the hard tyre, so clearly they're going through a
Yeah.
much different strategy. So they're going to stay out a lot longer. So maybe at some point Magnussen might lead this race. Obviously he's got to go back into the pits, but yeah, just looking to start there again. So
yeah, Leclerc
It's a
gets
slow
away
start
so,
for Perez.
It's a dreadful
Leclerc
start
gets
for
away
Perez,
so
yeah.
well. I actually think Sainz
he
he does really well there to not put that in the
not
wall.
touch him. Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right. You said that Perez is going to come across, but I think he did, but he just got such a poor start. By the time he came across, Leclerc was there. Like he couldn't move. Like,
And then he had to go
come
right
back
to
and the
defend
Sainz got
Sainz.
squished into the pit lane exit.
Yeah, so you see Alonso gets done
Yeah,
there.
he just hasn't got that pace, has he? And then Stroll comes.
and that's
Stroll clips him, and
that's why
why
Hamilton gets him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be
bizarre
fuming,
move
isn't
from
he?
Stroll. Like,
Who's he going to complain to? Lance's dad.
Lawrence.
So yeah, he gets absolutely squished. Nowhere to go.
I thought
That's a strong start.
I thought Sainz was maybe going to go around the outside of Perez as well.
I was really hoping
it was
he
looking like
would.
he could.
Yeah. Really poor. He must have been slow.
Have seen Stroll here?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Stroll
he's
into the back of him.
He's absolutely way too quickly in there.
Way too quick.
Got the wrong angle. I mean, look, Alonso's on the radio now.
Yeah.
He's gone too aggressive, hasn't he, down the inside?
We got any idea what he said on the radio?
I've been hit.
I've been here. Yeah.
They cannot do that.
See, we can't refer to him as him. He is not him. This is they now. The whole team
another
is
contact there.
Yeah.
That was between Ocon and Hulkenberg, I think. A little bit.
Just blame
maybe
Stroll's
that's what it
engineers.
Oh, see, there's a bit of debris. Right. So there's some debris on the track there. I don't know if that's come off Alonso's car or Stroll's car.
Yeah, so
But
someone will have some damage.
And then the Haas
Look
went
how
through
far-
it. So
Bro, look
how
at
far away he is.
Verstappen.
sort of explains
Verstappen
why.
is gone.
Yeah, Leclerc 0.1 reaction time.
Oh, yeah,
That's
so
why he
Leclerc
was
had the
so
best
quick
start, yeah.
by a long way.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it looked like maybe that piece of car came off Stroll, you'd guess.
Yeah.
And then Hulkenberg unfortunately ran through it. So that sort of explains why he's dropped down that much.
Perez is on the cusp of being within DRS of Leclerc, and Sainz is just about in DRS of Perez.
Yeah.
So we could get.
Yeah, that's true.
They could just bunch up, and then Hamilton's too far off Sainz.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
Yeah.
Was he a
Not by
second-
much though.
second
He's
and a couple times?
he's
Yeah,
just
almost
over
in
a
range.
Yeah,
over
it's
a
not
second.
far,
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously Verstappen's gone, so
Verstappen's gone.
So that last year.
But
again.
you never
Yeah.
know, safety car, something
Yeah, I
can
mean,
bunched him back up again.
This
So,
time last year, he obviously didn't finish the race because of a technical difficulty.
let's go
so
production.
Yeah.
A little update on Alonso after that incident in turn 4 with his teammate. He was asking to see if there was a puncture or any damage, and the team has said, "Go ahead, all is okay, keep going."
Okay.
Okay.
He's lucky, really, to be honest.
He's very lucky,
They're lucky as a team,
I mean, that's not what you want, is you got a quick car and your own teammates dive bombing you. Like,
but like second corner,
he just tested his powers, you know, with his dad. He's like, I'm going to hit him, and I want to see what everybody's reaction is.
The thing is, though, you can't even claim he had the racing line. He was going way too close to the apex. I don't know what he was planning for.
It's like me
Stroll's
on the game.
Stroll's just got Bottas to go up into 8th. So yeah, it's interesting. I've got the 2 Aston Martins together, the 2 Mercedes together as well.
Bottas
going back. Bottas is coming back.
We all really didn't put that Alfa Romeo car as being competitive, and so maybe it is just he's got a really strong start. But it looks like if he can keep up with that, that Aston Martin, they'll be, as a team, they'll be buzzing Alfa Romeo if they can get some points on the board early on.
Yeah, back into the top 10 now, which is good for them.
I'd love to know if there's anything wrong with Hulkenberg's car, because look, he's dropped like a stone. He's down 15th now. He looked like
he's shedding places,
drove through that.
Bottom as well.
Yeah, not a great day. But yeah, I mean, Magnussen's obviously on that hard, so you'd expect, as I said, the steward's gonna.
He's going for the distance, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's probably expecting to be slow to start with.
Probably pit once, maybe. Would he try to?
I think that's bold at Bahrain. I don't know. He might be saving a pair of softs for the end when you've got less fuel. So.
Who's this? Interesting strategy to
it was Charles locking up there.
Right. Lock up, massive lock up.
Trying to be overly aggressive, I think.
He's not catching Verstappen at the moment, Leclerc. It's up to 4 seconds to gap.
It's just going bigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
4 seconds in 5 laps.
Range as well. 7 tenths. See if Perez can go down that straight line speed again. Let's see what it does, especially with DRS on top.
Yeah, Perez. That's thanks to that lock up, I think.
Yeah, he is closing in. Wouldn't be a flat spot, do you think, on that tyre? Maybe there probably will be, isn't it?
Was a little bit, yeah.
Was it front left?
Front left, it looked like it, yeah. So there will be a bit of wear on it.
Yeah.
He's got DRS now.
He's got DRS.
Could have an interesting fight between the Mercedes as well.
It's so critical for strategy that Ferrari keep this split.
Yeah, they need to keep Leclerc ahead of Perez, like desperately. And Sainz is, unfortunately, as much as I love the guy, pretty much
bad start for Sainz.
2 seconds behind Perez.
He's going to be looking over his shoulder more than he's going to look ahead.
Yeah, well, Hamilton could close. If Hamilton can knock half a second off, he'll be right on him.
We are watching Carlos this season.
Yeah,
we are watching Carlos.
Oh man, I just love Carlos Sainz. I think he's the world's coolest man, isn't he?
Yeah. Now, Red Bull do produce a lot of drivers coming through the ranks. We had Gasly come through there, Sainz.
Yeah.
I remember Kvyat as well, is it?
Yeah. Ricciardo as well.
Russian, Ricciardo, of course, Verstappen, of course.
Yeah, McLaren's just not got a lot of pace, have they? Norris has gone down a spot. Piastri's gone up 2, but only to P16.
Midfield is close. There's a lot in midfield there. It's a great fight. Yeah, Piastri's gone up to 16th, is it? So it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's just not a quick car, is it?
No, he's probably getting the most.
Do you expect McLaren to improve as the season goes on, or do you
think so? Yeah,
they've got a lot of money, so they're going to spend a lot on it.
Massive team.
Yeah, and obviously with a lot of history as well. I had them predicted today to not score any points, and I think that's
looking right.
Looking good for that prediction.
Unfortunately for McLaren, you are looking good for that prediction.
Yeah, I had in our little preview show, I said Max from pole.
Yeah,
that's ticked. McLaren no points, and I had Alonso to finish 5th, which is possible. You don't know what's going to do. You know, we have a Mercedes disaster.
I mean, we're
class.
saying this. There's only been 7 laps, 57 to go. So it's a long way. Pit strategy was obviously coming to play at some point.
It's usually one of those midfield teams that take the risk with the pit and go first, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that Haas's gambles looks like it's paying off. If we look at Magnus, he's more than 2 seconds off De Vries. So that
doesn't look good.
Whatever
those soft tyres better be super soft.
Yeah, whatever speed they're going to get from the end, it's whether it's enough to make up for this mess at the moment.
Not 10 places, is it?
No,
there's no way he's going to get a point. Well, unless maybe a safety car came at the right time.
Something could happen.
But he'd have to do a lot of work.
We're not probably as likely to get crashes on this track as some other ones.
No. I mean, you don't know to be in the first race of the season, but I think compared to somewhere like Monaco, it's probably a bit more of a runoff area at least for the drivers to dive down.
Shouldn't really make too many mistakes here.
Yeah, Sainz having a horror show, isn't it? Yeah.
So it's interesting now, we were talking about, are they going to let the Mercedes race? So look, if Russell's within the DRS of Hamilton, so do they say, all right, so I've just seen that Tsunoda thinks he's got a tear off in his left side. So what that means is, like, on their visors, because obviously they don't have window wipers, so if they get anything from their visor, they've got these tear-offs, they rip them off, so they've got a new fresh thing, but sometimes the drivers will throw them away and either get stuck in their own car or they drive into it and get someone else's in there. So that's what he was complaining about. He had a tear-off in his side pod, so it sounds like someone's ripped off, tossed it, and
that is the perfect way to kind of put your person behind you.
It's like a Mario.
Take that.
How many of these things do they have on their helmet?
Like, not a load, probably, I'd guess like 3 or 4 or something. I might be completely wrong on that, but...
You know, they little
feels like Mario Kart, where you just leave something behind.
You're chucking a banana.
Chuck a banana backwards and be like, yo. Max looks in firm control. Come on, Mercedes, figure it out. After 10 laps, Max will be 6 seconds clear. They're saying in the chat. I mean, it's Max. Max is just a generational talent, as they'd say, isn't it?
It says a lot that we haven't seen him at all since the start. Like the broadcast just hasn't shown him.
It's crazy.
Like, why would you?
Cameras can't keep up with him.
Who's gone very wide there?
I think that's wide, Russell. That looks like Russell. Yeah, he's got the green helmet. So whether he's just overtaken Hamilton there.
There's a little green.
No, he's still behind him.
Those green incense are very bold.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice at least. Like they've got at least Mercedes have changed the colour of the halo.
Yeah. Is Lewis managing?
All right, so Russell's already asked if he's got more pace.
Because I feel I have more pace. Interesting.
I have to ask as well. You see, with McLaren, I kind of missed the Vodafone days, the silver.
Well, when Hamilton won it.
Do you guys prefer the kind of like orangey thing that they've got?
I like the orange, but also that chrome was just quite iconic, wasn't it?
I think played a game when they had that chrome.
I saw that Norris actually asked for it back, but Zach Brown said no. So there's a reason. It probably helps branding. All right, so that's the same corner that Stroll went off in formation lap.
Well, there's not going to be any water on it, but there's a couple of them that are struggling on it. So
I think that is the hardest corner of the track. I guess. That's very tight.
Is that where Stroll went off as well?
Yeah, it was. And you go into formation lap, a long straight as well. So if you lose out on time there,
you're really in trouble.
You watch them go away.
Yeah.
But I think this is the interesting fight. Then obviously we got Perez and Leclerc quite close to each other. It's just whether Mercedes tell Hamilton get out of the way, really.
Yeah.
That's a red. Ferrari going to plan A.
Plan A.
We're usually on about plan C by now.
You never like to see when Ferrari say they're going to do a plan.
Hey, it's a new team principle now. Maybe strategy's going to be on point this season. You don't know.
Mate,
I have to have some hope. So. Last season, it was shambolic.
I was paid them go, okay.
I've actually, now obviously I'm probably not giving enough justice to the teams at the back of the grid who maybe have got some messy strategy, but I've not seen that many howlers from the team in a while. Double stacking, not knowing with the drivers, not pitting and leaving them out and trying to, honestly, just some of the decisions were just insane.
It's crazy.
When you're watching it back, you're like, I don't really feel like Red Bull have done anything clever here. I feel like Red Bull have just done what you'd expect.
Yeah, I think Red Bull are very good at
They are
everything.
good.
Yeah,
they
strategies,
are very solid.
Tyre strategies.
Didn't feel like they had to work for it though. It felt like it was just like,
Ferrari kept shooting
these guys doing? All right, fine.
I don't know which comment they said, but they said 6 seconds after 10 laps, and they've absolutely nailed it.
That's a quality comment.
Yeah, well, that was.
Yeah. Who's got the
if they could tell us the lorry numbers.
Yeah. Who's got the best pit crew, do you think? 'Cause I've always said Red Bull.
Red Bull and McLaren also have a very good quick. There was a team, I can't remember, there was a team rumoured in testing it very quick. It might have been Aston Martin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because obviously that's one of the few things that you can just practice. Like,
I feel like Red Bull.
And it can, if you get that sort of thing right, if you can do a tyre change and you're doing it at like in the high 1.9.
Yeah, I've seen a car going to the pits. That's is that Gasly? It looks like Gasly, I think, going straight into the
Gasly.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, let's have a look. So first one of the season.
Yeah.
Here we go.
First pit, let's see what the time is.
They're going on to the hards for that.
It feels very slow.
Very
slow. That's a 3 point, maybe 2, 3?
3.7. That's not great.
Even worse.
So they've gone on to hards, so they're obviously just hoping for a long race stint on that now.
Matisse, I do the same. I like to
guess. I feel like sometimes that was way off. I was like trying to be way nicer than that one. It's nice when you get it spot and you feel like you really know how.
I feel like Ted Kravitz.
I think when you kind of aim for like 2.5, 4, something like that, isn't it? Would be a good.
Oh yeah, around 2 is good.
What's the fastest ever one?
It's under 2. Yeah.
That is
Red Bull did at one point. It's on that. You go on the Red Bull website and they're like the home of the fastest pit stop of all time.
Really?
Like,
is that what they actually have?
Ignore the World Championships. Just we're here for the picture. All right, so we're approaching the pit window. I mean, obviously Gasly's gone there early, so he'll be going for an undercut on the teams ahead of him. Yeah. But as we've seen, Max, that hasn't really proven that beneficial
that
yet.
Hard tyre hasn't been It was interesting to see how much time he'll gain on Magnussen on the same tyre, but obviously it's a lot more warm.
Yeah, so he's already 21 seconds behind Magnussen, so that's sort of a little bit quicker than a pit stop. But yeah, we'll sort of see in the next couple of laps, a lot of the drivers will be heading in, as we see. Is this Alonso DRS? Yeah, DRS into Russell now. So obviously that little lock-up
looks like he's a couple of laps away, but if he could get in there before
very good close up there.
If he could get...
Stroll's hanging on as well. He's in P8, so he's still up there. Even if
they've got to be satisfied, haven't they? Well, actually maybe not, because he did start
fifth. But he did try and dive.
Here we go. Norris has come in. Norris and Tsunoda's come in.
Norris and Tsunoda gone in. Not a great race for Norris so far.
No.
Not a lot happening. As we see, this is Piastri.
Yeah.
That's weird. I thought Piastri would have had obviously they've got the cameras either yellow or black, depending on which driver it is, and you would have thought that usually the lead driver takes the black camera, but it seems like Piastri's
really?
got it. Yeah. So that's an easy way to spot which car's which.
That's good.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, for some reason Piastri's got it. I don't know if that's just
There's a good
preference.
fight. There's a good fight there.
Yeah.
That's a really good fight.
So Norris is in the pit now.
Someone said in the comments, Mercedes already have side pod upgrade on its way. Season is still young.
Yeah, that's true.
Here we go.
First race.
Oh, not quite.
Well, do you know what? As a Mercedes
So
fan,
this must be Alonso and Russell, right?
Yeah, this is Alonso and Russell.
This is
all
a great
over the
fight.
gearbox of him.
at least it's not porpoising this season.
Yeah.
Because last season that car was just bouncing like this.
Yeah, we're saying that about Mercedes. That obviously they're not looking great compared to the top two, but like in comparison to where they were last year, at least they've got a car they can sort of develop a bit.
Yeah.
They've not got one of the drivers' backs in agony as he gets out of the car.
They were trying to retire him early. That's what it was. They were trying to retire him
ourselves.
Yeah, literally.
So I think, I don't think Alonso's got the pace. I wonder if they'll debate going in for an early pit and try and undercut Russell. Oh no, the Mercedes get Mercedes are out, so that'll be either Hamilton or Russell, or this could be a fake. Oh look,
it's a fake.
Yeah, so
the classic.
Do they sometimes do that?
Yeah, they're trying to trick other teams to come in, so they'll send someone in as we see Bottas.
Let's go to production. What's being said?
Okay, so Verstappen's 7 seconds or so out in the lead, but he is suffering slightly with locking while he's downshifting in the corners. The team is busy trying to do different strategies and sort out different things for him.
Okay.
And Norris has just pitted because he's having an engine issue. He's after losing pneumatic pressure and he had to get the car refilled by the team. So he's back out now, but could be an issue later on.
That's his race over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a dreadful start.
Oh.
Good for my prediction, though.
and like you said, it'll be tough to expect Piastri to pick up points.
Piastri won't get. Well, actually, I would say that he's 11th.
We've seen a lot of people pit now, so we've got Gasly's
kind of a fake position,
moving up a little bit.
Yeah. I really do think McLaren are going to have a really tough time. You can't see them anywhere near fourth. You can't.
There's just a note coming up saying Ocon might have had an inaccurate grid position, so you can get penalised for that. So that just means that his wheels weren't in the right place when he took off. So
do we even see them battling with Alpine?
Which team's this? Sorry,
McLaren. No, you wouldn't, would you?
No,
probably more Alfa Romeo this season.
Yeah, well, I mean, last year we would have said it was those two, but not this time round.
No, Haas as well, maybe as well. Kind of that fight, isn't it?
I would have liked the Haas, but they're having a shocker.
Yeah,
absolutely horror show.
Ferrari powered, they should be.
Okay, so Hamilton's coming in now, so that means Alonso's going to stay. Alonso's staying out.
Yeah, Hamilton's boxing.
Alonso's still going on George.
Yeah,
he is.
It's really not far behind.
Yeah, Stroll's not far behind either, is he? Just down that pit. Oh, Alonso's going for it.
Nope, just about held him off.
Quite get it. Obviously, last year the regulations were changing to try and help them drive closer.
Oh yeah,
he's going to get him in a minute.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen this kind of racing a few years ago.
This is great racing.
Oh,
this
he's going to get him on the inside. Alonso just goes ahead of George Russell. Great move. It's not over yet though. Russell's not letting it go as he goes round the outside. And Russell's back. Oh, this is brilliant. Side to side.
He's done so well. Alonso's done so well there.
Wow. I actually just had flashbacks to Bottas and Hamilton going at each other as well, way back when. Or was it Rosberg? I think it might have been Nico Rosberg.
In 2014,
I think it was,
it
was Rosberg, Hamilton, that going through those corners together. Yeah, I remember that well now. That kind of gave you a flashback.
That's huge.
And now Stroll's on him as well.
And
Stroll's right behind him.
Wow. Close. So Alonso got the move done in the end.
Away quickly as well. Alonso is as they talked about, their long pace being quick. So to do that on the Merc is huge.
Yeah, it is huge.
You wonder just how good a start he could have had if he hadn't had that contact with Stroll.
So good to see him in a competitive car, man.
It's great battle,
really good.
Side to side.
Yeah. Really good
I feel like
driving.
we've just got one of our-
and clean as well.
Yeah,
I really like that.
No drivers.
I'm very, George Russell likes to
Get the elbows out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we've got one of the greats back.
Yeah, okay, so Ferrari's in, that's Leclerc.
Leclerc's first stop of the season.
Oh, it's
That's
good.
good,
It's a good
yeah.
stop.
2.3?
2.3? 2.3.
Are they double stacking?
Yeah,
they
double
are.
stacking. Sainz is coming in as well.
We'll never know about that Leclerc pit.
Yeah,
You're not getting time.
That's two very quick
very
stops.
Yeah,
very good,
Very quick stops. And who's that
okay.
there then?
Russell's gone in, so yeah, Russell's
coming as well. We're never going to know. That's a slow stop. That's a very slow stop for Russell. That's definitely in the fours. That's in the fours, you think?
We might never know.
We're never going to know.
Here we go.
Five. Oh
dead.
my goodness. Very slow stop for George Russell.
5.
That's cost him maybe a few
he's
positions.
behind Bottas. He's behind
Yeah.
Bottas and
my
Magnussen.
That's a terrible stop for Russell.
We need to get a little tally of like who gets the
The
most correct
most right
pit
through the
stops.
season.
Yeah, we do. I can't believe
yeah,
it. That's
top
such a
four.
bad pit stop for Russell. What did they have issues there? Was it the...
It looked like the rear left.
Yeah,
the
rear
rear
left.
Quick look. So yeah, the question now is when do... Oh, there seems like there's
There's
something
something
falling off.
hanging off
Like,
his-
Ocon's
yeah,
there is
car.
something hanging off, yeah, off the
His
front.
front
This
end
is
plate.
That front wing does not
Yeah,
look
his front
right,
wing
yeah.
is not
Is it
stable.
Ocon? I think it was Ocon, no?
It's got to be, isn't it? Or could be.
Is this
Did Gasly
Piastri
have
in?
it?
Oh, that's a slow
Oh, it's
stop.
another slow stop. What's going on
Oh,
here?
God.
Oh, there's
what's
Piastri out.
He's out.
Is he out? Piastri.
Oh, they're going to try, but... Oh, no.
Oh,
God,
He's
McLaren.
gone.
He's been in the pit 40 seconds.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Are they going to let him out, or is he just going to leave him? Oh, is he?
Verstappen's come
in
and gone.
and out of the
Yeah.
blink of an
Verstappen
eye.
in and out. Didn't even know he came in.
2.2.
He's still in there.
Oh,
Oh, McLaren.
Yeah, it's done.
Ooh.
He's shaking his head.
It's
yeah.
done. Piastri's.
Oh,
Yeah,
terrible
he's
race
going to be
debut.
out of this race, is he?
It looked like something wrong with his steering wheel. I mean, whether
Oh no.
I mean, the fact he's pitted and come
they're
out.
still in there, yeah.
It's
I mean, even if he comes out
Race is
now,
basically
it's-
done, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got an Aston in, it's Alonso's coming in.
Everybody's coming in now. Wow, 15 laps.
It'd be interesting to see because we were talking about
What have we got here for
Aston
Alonso?
Martin's
Needs to make
being
this
quick.
quick.
Yeah. That looked quick.
Could have been
Oh,
better.
no.
Could have been
in
slow
the threes.
release.
Yeah,
3.2.
3-2.
Slow
3-5.
release. These pit stops,
Slow.
you could tell the teams are definitely warming
They've
up.
still got problems at McLaren. I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, they've got to give it over.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
You've got to let them go
Who's
in
that?
now.
Then
It's
that's
done.
Stroll coming
Stroll
up
holding
there.
off the Haas.
I think the pit teams are rusty.
Oh no,
pit
sorry.
crews.
Say again?
Pit crews are rusty at the start of the season, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, they look like something's wrong with that
Yeah.
McLaren car. I think he changed his steering wheel, and you don't often do that, so I don't know what was...
Aston Martin had a slow one as well, didn't they? What was going on there?
Yeah, 3 for that. We're really disappointed with that because he was Alonso's fighting. He's just done.
Russell's done a 5
Oh,
seconds.
interestingly, look, if we look, Verstappen's gone on to a new pair of softs, so he's the only one to do that so far.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
go to production. Let's find out what's happening with those pits.
So I have information on what happened to Piastri. He was brought in because the team thought it was an issue with his steering wheel. That's why you've seen him swap the wheels. But as he came into the box, he lost the engine completely and the car refused to move.
Oh dear.
Yeah, what a terrible start.
Wow, that explains that.
That's a nightmare, really. You think your steering wheel's broken, and then your engine goes.
Can't catch a break.
Yeah, it's very much looking at a 0 point.
When all these pits are done, I'm very interested to see where the field kind of lies
Yeah.
now after all of those messy pit stops.
Still in there. They're not gonna let
Zach
him go,
Brown
are
on the
they?
pit
Well,
wall.
there's no point. Save the yeah.
Save it,
he's
it's
gone,
done.
yeah.
Save the
There's
engine.
literally nothing to race for. They're guaranteed to be last now.
Zach Brown, he won't be happy.
No, he
dreadful
won't.
debut.
He will not. Some
Especially
sort of
Norris down
electrical
16th
issue,
as well.
gearbox related issue for.
Yeah, he's got a
Piastri.
penalty.
Ocon's got a
Ocon penalty. What's it going to be?
That'd be for
5 seconds.
5 seconds. I think that's for, as I mentioned earlier, his incorrect start. So
Yeah.
wheels aren't. So basically, like on the grid, there'd be a line where you
Yeah.
have to get your wheels on.
Both
and I
wheels,
think
yeah.
they changed that a little bit this year to make it a lot more strict. So
Oh,
obviously
really?
he's become the
first
first one.
So
victim.
what
with
happened
it.
was his wheels not.
He was either too far forward or too far behind. Like, yeah, there'll be, you presume too far forward. Like,
Too far behind is your own problem.
yeah,
right?
yeah, so, yeah. That's because of start that. It's
Is
fine.
Ocon doing a stop and go? Do we think?
No, I think they're just adding.
They're gonna add it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Fastest
they'll
lap
probably
He's
finish.
coming
Yeah,
to the
that's
pit
all.
as soon as he's got it, so they might
Yeah.
stop and go.
Engine
You might, I
died.
presume, he'll have another pit at some point in this race. and
Yeah.
then you might serve at them. But he's in the pit now, actually.
Yeah,
He's
well,
just-
that's the thing. I've just seen colours, so I wonder if they're just
Right.
stopping and going. I
But
think as
he
a
also,
driver-
to be fair, he also had that front wing issue, didn't he? So whether he's coming to try and fix that.
True. I think for me, if I was driving, I'd much rather do a stop and go penalty.
Right, and
And
get out
know
of the
where
way.
I'm at.
Yeah.
know where I'm at versus
Oh,
rather than going
100%.
right. I've got to add 5
And then
seconds.
add it at the end.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're at.
So
you
yeah,
don't know.
I think he's
That
got.
stop and go feels like the longest pit of your life.
Yeah.
but-
must be
So yeah, he
painful.
said new front wing. So again, that's going to take a long time
Yeah,
to
that's
fix.
huge,
so that's
yeah.
him at the back of the pack.
No points for Ocon, you've got to imagine.
Gasly though, up to 12th.
Yeah.
My boy.
I mean, if you've had a good pit stop,
Yeah.
you are really pushing it in this race now.
Well, both Ferraris did quick, and both Red Bulls did quick.
Yeah.
I know, as
Perez hasn't come
pitted,
in yet. No.
but
Perez
Verstappen
hasn't
came
come
in
in
and
yet.
did a
So
quick.
if Perez came in now, he'd come out behind Leclerc. He'd come out, but ahead of Sainz.
That Ferrari double stack was strong though.
Yeah,
It was really
That's
good.
a bold
And
move.
They're
to
both
go.
at the low twos. You got we didn't
Yeah.
actually see.
We didn't
You've
actually
got to
see it,
imagine
but it
they're
felt
both
like
in
it
the low
was,
twos.
That's a big shout to get them both come in.
Well,
I mean,
at least they let them both know this time.
Yeah.
Well, they've got to do something because at the minute they're sitting 3. Well, actually, I suppose once Perez comes out, it'll be interesting to see where Leclerc sits around that.
Yeah.
But
I think Leclerc will be P2, judging.
He should do.
Well, he's about 20 seconds off Perez at the moment. So
they're saying the pit stops are just over, aren't they?
yeah, so I think provided they have a good stop. Who's this? We see battling now. Is this Alonso on
Aston
Bottas?
Martin.
Yeah,
Alonso on
Bottas.
Bottas.
Yeah. Who's due a stop, isn't he, Bottas? So you've got to imagine Alonso
Yeah,
will get
but I think Bottas stopped now. Yeah, he's on hard, so I think he must
he
have
has
stopped at
stopped,
some
yeah,
point.
you're
Yeah,
right.
so he's just done very well.
Yeah, they must have done a really quick start. I mean, he's just been done, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aston
another
Martin's
strong
a lot quicker.
overtake. Good for the fantasy points, all these overtakes for Alonso.
It is. Russell's done a fastest lap down in 8th.
Fastest lap on a hard tyre, interesting.
Really, really slow pit
Oh,
stop.
no.
I think that must have been when he was on
before,
softs.
yeah.
He's just no one's going to beat that for a while, you'd imagine.
Yeah, especially everybody switching over to hard tyres. If you're new to F1, obviously you have to use 2 tyre compounds each race at a minimum.
Okay, Perez is
go.
coming now.
Unless it's a rainy day.
So he's also coming to softs as well. So Red Bull obviously think they've got a better strategy than everyone
Yeah.
else. So you expect the next time they'll come in, they'll go on the hards, I suspect. So probably lap 35, around that kind of area, they'll just come in again for a new pair of hards. Good stop.
Yeah, not bad,
2.6.
yeah.
Oh, I've addicted to this game
Bloody
now.
close,
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. I've been playing that game for many years.
I'm not watching the race.
Can you guess the pit? It's not easy, and it's got nothing to do with you even trying to like count because you can't.
No,
do
you
that.
can't
So you
count,
just
yeah,
have to
yeah.
feel it.
Pick a number,
You
yeah.
can feel when it's a low 2s.
So Leclerc is well ahead of him.
So yeah, Perez has come out in front of Sainz by a long way. Well, I can't even see Sainz coming down the straight. So
Yeah, that's poor,
Sainz
isn't
in
it?
no man's land. Far enough
8
ahead of
seconds.
Hamilton, but not far close enough to get near Perez. But yeah, look at that gap for Leclerc. He's on 10 seconds.
I'm invested in that Alpine McLaren rivalry, but Alpine haven't really got anything to smile about either, have they?
Russell on the back of Bottas there, so I think
Gasly.
Bottas just losing a bit of that
Yeah,
pace.
he's struggling a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to get done here.
Gasly in 12th, Ocon in 19th.
I beg your pardon, Verstappen was on, he's now, the graphics switched over to hards. So I
Yeah.
don't know if the graphics was wrong, because
Yeah,
he definitely
I
said he was
think-
on softs, and now he is on hards apparently. So it's just Perez on the softs.
You
Albon's
expect
the-
2 stops, don't you? in
Yeah,
Bahrain?
yeah. But it was interesting the fact that it got, as Norris comes in the pit again, has Norris got an issue as well?
At this point,
dear.
both these McLarens are finished. I mean, one's already out, and it's
Dreadful.
McLaren now,
I mean,
and Norris
it looks
is...
like,
All I need is Alonso 5th, boys. And then we're there for 3 for 3.
it's doable.
Zach Brown is going to be... I'm very interested to see what Zach Brown's post-race interview is going to be like. 'cause
So
he-
Norris has come back out. I wonder why they chose to pit then.
They put him on softs.
Yeah. That's a very odd decision.
It's very close. I mean, he just pitted.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just pitted,
Yeah.
so he's just pitted again
Must
for
have
some
been,
reason.
Must have been something, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get to the end of the race, is he? Well, it depends what he comes out on.
No,
I guess
not on softs. No, he left.
Not on softs, yeah.
No, yeah, he'll be coming back
So he's going to have to
into.
pit again
We haven't
after.
spoken about Hamilton much, which is maybe
No.
not a bad thing.
No,
But the
yeah.
guy's climbed 2 places. He's
Yeah.
up to 5th. He's sitting nicely. He's well out of the DRS range of Alonso as well. So, in theory, this could be quite a strong. He's obviously
Strong
still,
start.
still a little way off from Sainz, but that's strong from Hamilton's actually to go up 2 places and then be on the comfortable hard tyre for the next however many laps, 30 laps.
I
or
guess the
whatever
best they
until
could maybe
change.
hope for is a 5th place for Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they've got to be ambitious to try and go for Sainz.
Yeah, I mean,
They've got
Sainz
to,
is there,
but-
isn't he?
Yeah,
Like, he's
he is
not.
there.
We're talking about these Ferraris and Red Bulls, but Sainz is sort of on his own at the moment. So whether they can catch him, we can't see the times currently, but I think it's only 5 or 6 seconds.
Lando
So there's
Norris
Norris coming in
into the
again.
pits, there it
See
is.
what's happened.
Was it just a tyre change?
It doesn't look like it.
Uh-oh.
Or is this Piastri?
Oh, what's this?
No, this is a replay. So
This is a replay.
Yeah,
Okay, this is Piastri.
Yeah.
This is Norris. This is Norris. I don't know what's.
This is Norris. Oh,
I think
okay.
so. Yeah.
Oh, it is,
number
yeah,
4.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it is,
number 4
yeah.
will be Norris.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Dreadful day.
Wow. McLaren, man.
What a day.
What a
Andrea Stella, the new
what
team
a terrible
team
day
boss.
for McLaren. And Haas. Not a great day for Haas.
Yeah, Haas is having some issues.
Let's go, production. Let's go.
So just to answer your question about Norris there, he came back into the pits because he's out of or air, should I say, easier. He's out of air, so he has pneumatic pressure.
Right.
He's out of it again. He only topped up on his last pit stop, and already there's a problem with the system.
Oh dear. They shouldn't be sending him back
it's
out.
Not really worth racing if they have that issue, is it?
He's going to have to come back in at some point then if that keeps happening. Oh dear.
Yes, I think. Do you think they'll retire the car at some point? If it happens again, surely may as well, isn't it?
Or maybe they just
keep the car up for data.
Data, isn't it?
Yeah, because he's not going to get any points now, is he?
No, he's not going to get any points.
How are the downshifts at the moment and the rear looking?
It's Verstappen.
Yeah, manageable. Still not good, but I'm still first by
still
10 seconds.
Oh, he's gone back to soft now,
not
so
good.
I'm not entirely... The graphic we're looking at keeps changing what tyre Verstappen's on.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's on soft. I did think we saw softs on it, but obviously
Well, if they cut to him, we'll see.
Yeah, we haven't seen him for so long.
Maybe their pit stop is so fast that we just don't actually
They do it on the fly, they get a car come by.
They just roll the tyre, they just dash the tyres onto the car.
That Stroll just done Bottas.
Bottas is sinking down a bit and he's losing a bit of pace. He's not going to give up though.
Yeah, he hasn't got much.
Yeah, he's got it though.
There is another DRS zone coming up, so we'll see if he can catch him back. But
yeah, I did think Verstappen was on the softs. The graphic there's lied to us.
no, Bottas is going to have a look.
He is, but good defending. I mean, he's put the car in the right place there, Stroll.
See, you can vote for Overtake of the Month now, apparently. It's a new thing.
That's definitely a new thing, yeah. Overtake of the month.
Not been that many yet.
Yeah, that Alonso one.
Why overtake of
Alonso.
the month and not overtake of the day?
This is a really boring race. You can't have an overtake a day at Monaco. Probably. No one will overtake.
That would actually be fun. Monaco, what's the overtake of the day? That would be
the
fun.
one we had.
Whatever one actually happened.
Incident involving Ocon noted serving a
So
time
time penalty incorrect. Oh no.
Serving a time penalty incorrectly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So he came in for his pit. There'll be someone with a stopwatch who times presumably that 5 seconds.
And
they've gone too early.
That's a penalty in itself.
That should be.
Yeah,
So it's another 5
seconds.
Yeah.
God.
It's another 5-second penalty.
Absolute horror show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job I picked Gasly for the fantasy team.
Yeah.
Into P12.
Looking
very nice.
It's not good for my fantasy that. Who's just set the
Fastest lap
fastest
from
lap?
Perez
on
as
the
well.
soft.
Well, yeah, we expect that after
Yeah.
those two on the soft. As the fuel gets less and less as the race goes on.
And apparently Verstappen's got an issue.
Yeah.
Not that we would notice up front.
An issue that still put him 10 seconds ahead of the next place.
What's the gap between?
I mean, yeah, we should
3.4
start.
seconds?
We should start seeing Perez catch up to Leclerc
should.
because he's got a quicker tyre.
Yeah, he's got softs on, so.
Norris is on the radio saying
See
something.
if Perez can close it on Leclerc there. 3.5 seconds for fluctuating.
It's coming
the
down,
gap.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is about Bahrain, you never really know. You know, even though the track isn't, there's one or two quite difficult corners, and we're not expecting any rain or anything like that ever.
No. Yeah.
But you never know because it's so early in the season. Literally the first race of the season, we forget that last year both Red Bulls dived out in the last five laps. They both just collapsed.
Yeah,
they were running smooth. So you never really know what could happen. We're sitting here and we're saying it's all comfortable. Maybe I'm being a little bit optimistic, but it could be that Verstappen struggles. Here we're going to see is how he lines up.
So yeah, he's gone too far.
He's
You see that yellow? So the viewers can't see, but there's a yellow line on the grid where they're supposed to be, and his front wheels have gone over it. So that's where his penalty comes in, and we're seeing.
Go.
So the engineer's getting around the car, ready to work. Someone there will have a timer, but I don't know. Maybe it looked like they touched the car before that time stopped, and that's what you can't do.
Yeah, you're meant to wait.
You've got to wait that 5 seconds and then start any work you're going to do.
Really bad.
That's just a rookie, just mechanic
That's
error.
Really
bad. Nothing that Ocon could have done about that.
No.
Obviously, he was the one who caused the penalty by going too far.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
Yeah, it's a teamwork. We fail together, we win together.
Up,
So I think Perez just sat another. I know.
That's actually that's
there you go.
That's strong.
He might.
And to be fair, if there's
might
one
crack the top 10. It's Sonoda and Albon in front.
Yeah. Well, we talked about. Well, we haven't talked much about Williams, but
they're doing well. Yeah,
but
Sargent.
Albon, we said, this is sort of like, it feels a bit of a make or break season for him. He needs to get that Williams moving, and here he is in the top 10. Scoring a point early on in the season for Albon would be huge for his confidence. I think.
Sargent as well, the leading rookie so far. He's got De Vries behind him, and then obviously Piastri's out.
Yeah, he's the one with the least hype, the least gas.
He's the one the least expected of him.
Having a good first race.
Yeah.
He had a good qualifying as well, I guess.
Hulkenberg, really bad.
Yeah, I think that debris at the start just obviously caused a bit of damage or just slowed him down, whatever.
It's a shame, both of those Hasses.
We've seen Leclerc come around, Pierre is sort of in the background. It's 2.4 seconds now, so he's catching him.
Yeah.
It's only the Red Bulls on soft tyres at the moment.
There's the Williams ones are as well, but they're obviously, and then Norris down at the very back is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Norris is, even though we said he's miles out, but he's actually catching Ocon, who obviously had those issues himself. So there could be a little bit of a battle at the very back. And it's obviously not much difference finishing 19th.
I might make a prediction to say that they're gonna retire that second McLaren car. To be honest,
probably, yeah.
If they have to come in again for issues, I think they'll just retire.
Also, if it's an engine issue, they might have that similar kind of issue in Norris's car. Yeah, if they had it with Piastri. I don't know what the engine issue was, but
is it in McLaren? There's a clear 1 and 2, which is Norris, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean they won't say that, but I think it's all sort of accepted, obvious, especially with Ricciardo gone. That with a rookie in the car and Norris, who's been there, I think it's his 5th year now, which seems mad for. Yeah, so we've
just been at McLaren the whole time.
There's this Norris or knock-on battle that you were talking about.
Perez is just setting fastest lap after fastest lap at the moment. So.
Do you think Norris? Do you think Norris could be? When does his contract run out?
2025, so he's there for a long time.
He's there for a long time. They've penned him down.
Yeah, he signed a big deal last year or maybe the year before, which at the time a lot of people raised their eyebrows. I think Jensen Button himself sort of wondered why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, he said he wondered why he's do that to your career, really. But because it's sort of not like football, you rarely see drivers break contracts, so there's a huge cost involved. As we saw with Piastri coming in, Ricciardo's payoff was, I think it's in the tens of millions. So it's a lot.
So once you're signed.
Yeah, it's not like you're switching teams.
Because I was thinking to myself, if McLaren were to underperform this year, which they very much well could do, where could Norris go, or what would he?
I think my wild prediction is I think he could go to Red Bull one day. I think when Perez maybe retires and moves teams, then I think.
I always saw him in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
For Hamilton, but that's maybe just the
British
link up. As well. Exactly. Yeah.
Funny that the best racing we're watching is 19 on 18, 19.
For pointless.
But they're both. The thing is, they are both good drivers. So it's surprising they're both down there.
Yeah.
And there you go, he's done him.
Yeah, he's on the soft, so
Verstappen is on hard tyres, apparently, according to the chat. It's just an issue with the screen.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, because it kept fluctuating between soft and hard tyres.
So we haven't seen him for so long, we can't see what colour.
But then that makes sense why Perez is putting out fastest laps, because it probably would be Verstappen if he was on the soft tyres.
So clearly they've said to Perez, like, we're going to give you these soft tyres, go out and get ahead of Leclerc, presumably hold him up a bit, and then, or maybe try and get far enough past that you can get another pit stop in and come out ahead of him, or maybe near him.
Yeah. I've got a question for you both then.
1.3 now the gap.
And maybe for everyone watching as well. Where's Alonso finished today? With 33 laps to go, sitting in 6th on the hard tyres.
I'm going to join you in P5. I'm going to join the P5 party.
The P5 party?
I think Hamilton hasn't looked entirely comfortable. I think that pace might start to show. We can't currently see the gap, but I don't think it's a low. So yeah, I'm going to go an optimistic P5.
I like that. Matisse?
My Ferrari bias. What am I going to do? Got to take my Mercedes cap off. It's tough. It's tough. I'm going to... bias. I'm throwing him in 7th.
I really think you think Russell will
I need Russell to step up.
No, fair enough. It'll be interesting to see what other people think, where he thinks he's going to finish. But
I'm sure he won't drop off, but I need Russell to.
It's all about the whole thing with Aston Martin is they've been talking about having this long pace, and we'll see how that develops over the next 30 or so laps. I think he can do a job on Hamilton, as you said. He's not in a bad race, but
behind.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
We're under a second DRS range now for Perez.
This is going to be
some going to close him.
Going to be some proper fighting now.
Yeah, Perez on Leclerc. On Sainz.
Come on, Charles, sort it out, mate.
So Ocon's got another penalty.
Another penalty? Do you know what? Just
10.
10.
Retire the car. Forget it.
That's for him, obviously not. Like going not.
They were like, you don't want to listen to the 5? Okay, we'll double it. Double or nothing.
It's just going to be interesting this next couple of laps here. With him being on the softs, you've got to imagine he's going to do it.
Yeah, he's definitely got him. It's just a matter of when, not if, with Perez on Leclerc, I think. Steward's 10-second penalty for a car.
Time penalty incorrectly.
Yeah.
Perez basically just has to be patient here because the tyres will get him past.
Yeah, I think Leclerc's goal is, I think he's probably going to accept that he's going to overtake at some point. It's just to wear those tyre down as much as possible.
Defend, yeah. Hopefully Ocon, they do the penalty properly this time. I'm not trying to see 20. As they keep doubling it.
Is that Alonso?
Right, yeah, Alonso's he's suggesting Mercedes have got more deg than they do, which is probably a fair comment.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's under 2 seconds now as we look at Perez and Leclerc going at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you honest, it's going to be in one of these DRS zones. I think we're coming up to.
So yeah, we're coming down
the long straight. Yeah.
One more corner than the big
exit.
straight.
Is that for Leclerc?
Yeah,
strong exit. Might be the main straight, won't it?
Yeah, we're coming now. So I think we're coming to the main straight here.
Here we go.
Here we are. This is it. It's just such a long straight. Oh my goodness. Imagine trying to defend a Red Bull in this long straight. It's a difficult task.
Leclerc pulled away.
Wow, he's pulled away, hasn't he? Yeah,
actually.
His exits have been good the last couple of corners, but even still, look, after such a great exit.
I think he'll be able to hold out this.
God damn, Ferrari! It's too long. It was a great exit. Both the last corners, brilliant exits from Charles. But it just the pit straight
still has the DRS. That's the thing. He keeps it.
Yeah,
main straight is just tough.
Oh god, that was pretty comfortable.
I think he had to overbrake. Yeah,
it's a worrying sign for Ferrari.
That is a worry.
I know he's on softs, obviously, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the fact that he did it so easily.
The one thing that I think that makes me feel slightly more confident about the Ferraris here would be how well they double stacked. They actually looked like they had a strategy in terms of. It doesn't feel like last season.
Reacting. They were proactive.
Perez getting ahead of Leclerc, and you think, well, that's it.
Yeah.
It does feel like Ferrari were going, okay, but we actually have a strategist who knows what strategy means. Let's see what we can do. So I don't think that fight's over. I think we could see more of Leclerc and Perez. Well, I think Verstappen is done, and I think Sainz is done in terms of what the others. But those two in the middle, I think there could be something to happen.
Did Perez start on softs?
Yeah,
so
they all started on softs. Yeah. Other than Magnussen.
Yeah.
As we see, Gasly's coming through the pit. I like Gasly. He's sort of in his own pit window here. Like he came in earlier than everyone else, and now he's come in very early. So he's going to have to.
Hamilton.
He's come back on some more hards.
They can't be going for a 3-stop, can they? Surely
probably not. Man, it's a long way though. 30 laps on a pair of tyres. It's going to be a long way to go.
Team radio saying that Hamilton will stick with the tyre management.
Right. Okay. So you expect maybe the next 10 laps you probably see more cars coming.
Well, he's a tyre specialist, isn't he? Hamilton. That's what he's so good at is looking after those tyres. But they've been talking about that the Mercedes, the degradation of the Mercedes tyres is worse than on the likes of Aston Martin and Ferrari and Red Bull. So
we haven't really talked very much, but this is a dreadful day for Sainz. He's 13 seconds off his teammate. Really, he sort of just gets forgotten about. But like, he should be much closer if he wants. I mean, he's often said that he wants to challenge for titles and stuff, and if he's 13 seconds off his own teammate, then that's not a good start.
Yeah, it makes me feel awful.
We're watching Carlos.
He literally just pointed at me. Thanks, mate.
Ferrari fan.
We're coming for Carlos this season. Sleep with your eyes open.
Mate, I know, everyone's like, I don't know why.
We will get the 8th, no matter what. I don't care if
you want Hamilton. You want Hamilton in that Ferrari.
Honestly, if that's what it has to happen, if Mercedes, obviously we'll see what happens with the side pods and the upgrade. If it doesn't click this season, I'm here for it. Is he in his last contract? It's on his last year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he could move. I don't think he should be rushing to sign.
I think Sainz still has a few. He's not in his final year. He's got at least 2 years.
I think they both end next year, Ferrari.
Oh, do they both?
I think both 24.
That's worrying for them. Really worrying.
They'll probably get sorted out.
Yeah, no, I might potentially if they don't win. Well, I suppose where else are you going to go? What team are you going to go to? What team is going to compete more? Well, maybe Aston Martin, but
so obviously Checo's gone back-to-back softs, isn't it? So he'll go probably wear mediums last. They're saying.
I mean, the graphic we're
Charles on softs in the
last. Verstappen's on soft, but I've no idea if that's true.
So they think it'll be Charles softs and Perez mediums in the last part of the race.
This is Hülkenberg about to be overtaken by Perez. It looks like. Obviously, this is lapped. So. I think
that looks nice with that black on the side, you know.
Yeah, they have
looks nice actually.
Yeah. So we've seen a few other teams going through a pit now. So
that'll be
speeding in not another one.
Ocon's speed in the pit. That would just be a fine. That wouldn't be.
No, docking points.
They would just get.
What are they doing?
Yo, dock him.
Oh my god!
What time penalty are we getting? It's become a game now.
They're my constructor in fantasy, so I'm in a lot of trouble.
So you think we'll get a fine there? That's what.
It's usually a fine.
How much is the fine usually for that?
That's a good question. I'm going to say like K. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Very minimal.
Okay, yeah.
For F1
well, I guess it depends on the
like,
speed as well, isn't it? If
you're going like 30 miles an hour over the limit, they'll probably be a bit more serious. It's usually like 0.01 or whatever.
Okay.
It's not much.
Yeah.
So this is the start. I think we're looking at a replay now of Hülkenberg.
Ooh, did any of the front wing touch that?
I think Hülkenberg maybe had damage.
It did. It did. That's the damage there, isn't it? Yeah. They actually replaced the whole front wing.
Yeah. I was again like.
Didn't look like a massive.
No, but
if you think
that happened early on, that's just going to build up and up.
It's enough, isn't it?
It's going to ruin the whole race and just get it out of the way. Yeah.
Getting tagged by the Alpine, so that must have been the Alpine.
So who's that come in?
So
Norris in again.
I don't feel that high.
Yeah, they're filling up. They're filling up something up.
So they're just pumping the air in.
Is this again?
Yes.
They're just going to keep doing this throughout the race. Going to end on like 6 pit stops.
It's not good, is it?
Occon's got a penalty. I might be wrong about the time.
So they are purely out there for data reasons.
Oh, so he's got Occon's got 5 seconds again.
Oh my God!
What for the?
Oh my God!
He's had 20
Sam was trying to do him the justice of saying, "Nah, bro, don't. You'll get a fine, bro. No problem."
I don't know how much to use.
5 seconds for over.
My left front is giving up a little bit. Says Verstappen.
God.
I mean, it's nothing to worry about, is it?
So let's just establish this. Ocon and Norris are not in this. They're not racing.
I mean,
anymore.
Occon's got a 15-second penalty. So even though he's currently P17, but he is well.
He hasn't served his 10.
No, he hasn't served. Well, he hasn't served anyone correctly. He tried to do the 5.
He got a fine for not serving his fine properly.
Yeah. And then he also got.
And then when he was in there, he was fined. Wait, so he was fined for not serving his fine.
Yeah.
And then he didn't do the.
So he arrived. He arrived
too quickly upon doing his fine.
He arrived
and was
too quickly
fined.
to do the penalty. Started the penalty too quickly, and then got penalties everywhere.
Penalised for not performing the penalised.
Oh, it's bad, isn't it?
I don't understand this race at all. Is that rocket ship behind Red Bull's car? I don't like this 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, so that's a Ferrari fan.
Let's go to production.
So we just seen Lando back in the pit lane, obviously with that pneumatic issue again. And just to touch on Nico Hülkenberg, we've just seen a replay of him in the pit lane. That damage to the front wing is not the only damage he's carrying. He's carrying damage elsewhere in the car, and that's why his pace is so low.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because he was really quick.
Tough. Yeah, he got Q1.
Yeah, that's hard. Just do it from P10 to P8. He just said fastest lap, as I say that. But
I always mess up Q1 to Q3.
On hard.
Yeah, Q1's slow.
Q1's obviously
feel like it
first,
should be the other way around.
but it feels like it should be.
Yeah. Looks Sargent in 10th. I mean, he is on the softs.
Has he?
I think he's due a
He's
stop.
got a due a stop,
He's
isn't
a
he?
pit down than a lot of the grid.
Fastest lap from Hülkenberg.
That's incredibly quick for
on
someone
a
hard.
hard.
Is that there?
Jesus.
I mean, it says hard. It might be wrong, as Verstappen is. It might be on softs, but
wow, what a day for Alpine and what a day for McLaren.
And the F1 graphics team.
And the F1 graphics team. We're also just getting to grips with the new season.
To be fair, we've barely seen Verstappen, so we don't know what tyres he's on.
27 laps to go here in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Verstappen leading.
Yeah. Just over halfway now, then.
Yeah. Wow.
France toss.
So this is definitely all data on Norris's side because I've never seen anything like it. 3 pit stops.
3
so
stops.
Yeah, mate, it's got to be only.
He's had
to
treble
just run
the
the
stops.
car.
I think he's got minimum 5.
Here we go, Bottas.
Bottas, and that look slow at the front.
3-1.
3-1. I'm going to 3-2.
I go 4. I look quite slow.
Really? 4?
We'll never know. This just never popped.
3-2.
Yes!
Let's go! Great shout.
Come on. We need to have a pit stops.
We need a little thing on the wall. Yeah, we got. You get a sticker if you get it right.
Can get involved as well. The chat can get involved as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like that.
That is quality.
So you got one right.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done. That's good.
It just felt right. It just felt, I just felt the 3-2.
So I've seen a lot of drivers lapped already. So Ocon's lapped, Hülkenberg's lapped, Magnussen lapped, Norris lapped.
Yeah.
That's
no surprise really, isn't
started
it?
in 8th.
yeah,
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Dreadful. And this is
No, Hülkenberg started in 10th. P10.
No, sorry,
Ocon.
Ocon.
Oh, Ocon. Yeah,
I think he started 8th. I can't remember.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Wait, did he? No, 9th.
9th. But lapped.
Yeah.
Lapped.
Yeah.
Ninth.
I don't think he hasn't served his penalties yet, has he?
Yeah, Ocon started 9th with
Who
Stroll.
knows? He lost track.
Stroll's actually just maintained his position.
So we've got Mercedes coming in. Who's this?
Hamilton's
Hamilton
going
pitting.
pit.
Please do not be any slower than a 2.5. Come on.
Here he comes.
Be serious, please,
Good
guys.
stop,
Be
good
serious. That felt slow, but it's
That
still
was
3-1.
I'd in a 2, surely.
2-8.
Which is
They're not going to
what?
tell us. They're not going to tell us. They're not going to tell us.
2-5.
It didn't feel like a 2-5.
You wanted a 2-5.
Those balls, it's like those balls came off in slow-mo.
Alonso's in now.
That was
look better in his
that was
first
quick.
stop.
That was a good stop.
2-4.
Yeah, that's a good stop.
So what have they come on? So hards, Hamilton's got another pair of hards. Alonso is on. I've lost him. Where is he? He's on hards as well. Okay. So yeah, presumably they're taking these as we see.
Oh,
Sainz
box
is on
on
a
a
Box, right.
They
need some magic here, really.
Is this for soft tyres? Has he got more soft tyres to run?
Yeah,
but it's a long way. I think 26 laps.
Too early.
Okay,
yeah.
Too much.
Yeah,
I think I'd imagine he'll go on to hards.
Okay.
And hopefully they'll put a rocket on the back of his car because that's what he needs.
Yeah. How long does the soft tyres, you think, usually go?
When did they pit earlier? It was like
it up to 20, wasn't it?
20 up to 20.
Yeah,
I think it started pitting between 15 and 18,
I think it was like 12, that kind of, it's not a lot. So, obviously
12 to 20 is what
it
was,
How many laps left? 25.
There's no way.
So you wouldn't go softs now. You'd probably look at softs maybe around 40.
I mean, Norris on the medium, but I'm going to guess that's just for data.
It's got to be.
Just
definitely.
stuff.
There's no need for him to be out there. For no reason.
I don't think he's technically last because of...
because of his teammate, I guess.
Oh, well, because also Ocon's
and Ocon.
Ocon is definitely last.
Sounds like a book.
Ocon's got.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's quick.
Good.
2-4.
2-5.
2-3.
Oh, Sainz.
I want a sticker.
Russell's in as
Russell,
well.
what's going to Russell's pitting?
Oh, that
I'm going 2-3.
2-8.
2-5. Oh, it's not easy this game.
So he comes out. So Sainz now behind Alonso. Hamilton's ahead of his teammate.
How old are Alonso's tyres? They must be quite old now.
No, he just came in, no?
Oh, Alonso
he just came in.
Yeah, we just saw him. He just
switched for the hard tyres.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Who's this? This is Stroll and Russell. Okay, so how's Russell ended up there? I didn't remember him being that close to Stroll. Oh no, because Stroll overtook him. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, Stroll overtook him, didn't he? And now Russell's come out ahead of him, but
who's going to do it?
Stroll's got warmer tyres, so he's just retaking that P7.
Really easy one
over Russell. Yeah.
Joe's doing well. P9, like, from where he started.
Yeah.
Bottas as well, P10.
Imagine they double point score.
Yeah, good day for Alpha.
Madness for them, isn't it? For Alpha.
I mean, at the moment, who are you going to say is going to overtake them? Like, the rest of the field aren't looking that quick.
Yeah, you're so right.
Gasly maybe in that Alpine.
Yeah.
But there's still a bit of a gap. We've got Albon as well, pushing 4 seconds behind points. He scored points last.
In 4th. Blimey.
How old is Albon now? He's quite young still, isn't he?
Yeah, 26, I'm going to guess. 26, 27, maybe.
Around there, isn't he?
I remember when he came in at Red Bull in the Toro Rosso, I think it was.
Yeah.
His first early days. Did they give him the promotion to the first team?
Yeah, so he went up to Red Bull to replace Gasly.
Okay.
Gasly, and then
didn't work out.
No.
They both really struggled, didn't they?
I think before Perez, Red Bull had this massive issue of finding a teammate
for the second driver.
Verstappen,
yeah, struggle. I think Kvyat even got a promotion as well, didn't he?
No. Verstappen placed Kvyat at Red Bull. And then Kvyat went back to Toro Rosso. And then eventually Yuki Tsunoda replaced Kvyat at AlphaTauri.
Where is Kvyat these days?
He signed up for another series, and I can't remember what off the top of my head. Yeah, he's not in F1.
Yeah.
But I know he just signed up for another racing series, but I've forgotten what it is off the top of my head.
Stroll coming in with fastest lap at 1:36.
7th.
Get a lot of interesting fasting laps so far. Like you would have thought.
Yeah, you would.
The drivers, obviously, they're losing a lot of fuel now, so the cars are getting quicker.
Yeah, they're getting quicker in that way. Yeah.
A lot more rubber on the track as well.
Whoever gets those soft tyres on, now he's going to.
Yeah, I think Joe's just come in.
Right. Okay, so he's getting pitted. So he's okay.
So
if he comes out, he's probably going to come out behind De Vries, maybe ahead of Magnussen, as I guess.
Oh, do you remember when Sauber was sponsored by Chelsea? I do remember that. Yeah, that was strange.
They didn't get me to support them. They tried.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
So to support Sauber, this is great. If I was new into F1, I probably would have fell for that. But
yeah.
You're not going to get me that easy. That was one of the worst performing teams on the grid, wasn't it? Did Sauber ever really have a strong season? I can't remember.
Well, Sauber's Alfa Romeo now. So Sauber's a weird team where they get new sponsors and just change their name. But I think an interesting part is they're going to be Audi in a few years' time.
Yes.
So
what year is that? 2026?
2026. Audi's going to take over.
And Audi will push you.
You'd suspect so, yeah. What was that?
Similar to Aston Martin in a way.
It was a 2-4.
I can't wait to see what Audi actually looks like on a grid.
Yeah.
In terms of the look of the car. It's going to be great. So definitely not going to be going with that red, I'm sure.
Yeah, Alonso's a pit down, but he is in P3 now. So everyone's pitted at least twice.
Top three.
So. Everybody, somebody's in the chat saying, I miss Latifi so badly.
Oh, mate, I agree.
Latifi now.
Nice.
What you're telling me.
Latifi right now crashes somewhere, bunches up the grid, red flag. Verstappen's back in the mix, and the race continues.
I agree. We want Latifi to stuff
Bring
it in the
back
wall.
Latifi.
Goat Tifi.
Right, so as we can see now, Ocon's come in. He must have served his penalty because he's now behind Norris. So he served that 15 seconds.
30 seconds.
He's now 30 seconds behind Norris.
Again, it's a data race for them, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 seconds behind.
The Alpine,
the Haas.
Is it quick enough to come back from that?
No.
Gasly might do it.
Yeah,
Gasly could do a job.
Yeah, Gasly's looking alright.
He's on Albon's tail as well.
So Albon's.
I mean, to be fair, Norris will probably pit minimum 2 more times.
He hasn't gone over there. Perez is coming in now.
Okay, Perez
Box for Perez.
So Perez made those softs. I don't know if he was actually on softs or what happened, because they look like they're going to put some softs on now. So
he is
on softs.
Okay. Yeah, he is on softs. So they're just going again. What are they putting on?
It looks like. They're hards. Okay, they're going on to hards now. He made them last a long time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Like, that's good going.
Ooh, somebody was in the way.
Yeah.
So not quite right.
That could have been less for Perez if somebody was in the way of the pit crew. 2 point. Yeah, someone was in the way. It shouldn't make much of a difference. He's got a good gap, hasn't he, Perez?
You think so? Okay, Alonso's coming in now. You see Leclerc back there now.
Yeah.
So Leclerc's got quicker tyres just because they're warm at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Alonso's coming in now. Let's see.
I mean,
Aston Martin. It's a good stop. Yeah.
Yeah, and onto the hards again.
Okay, so who's he going to come out ahead of? Hamilton's going past him. I think that's Hamilton there. Just coming up and so yeah, Alonso out ahead
just
of
splitting
his teammate.
Okay. And Russell, what's happened to Russell's race as well?
Yeah, he's just split really. I think Stroll's doing very well.
Yeah, Stroll's on
P7, fastest lap.
Unbelievable.
He said we're going to see a replay of that.
Yeah,
I think it's the front jack man just couldn't quite get out of the way. Maybe it looked like he got stuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It would have been a nasty accident.
Could have been a nasty accident, yeah. Health and safety.
I wonder if Jack wasn't doing a job there, was it?
Oh yeah.
Something not right with that Jack.
Man. Yeah, it just didn't release the car cleanly, did it? It just
looks like he struggled to get it up actually as well.
Yeah. Verstappen with the 38-second lead. Could get out and walk at this point.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Obviously, he's pitted one time less. That's not a representative, but still. Like,
what's the recommended pit kind of, is it 20?
It's around 20, between 20 and 30 seconds. It's different for every track, and I can't remember what it is at Bahrain.
Oh, yeah,
very top there. But obviously, if that's...
Depends on the length, yeah.
Yeah.
So Leclerc, 10 seconds behind Perez.
Wow.
And then Sainz 8 seconds behind his teammate.
Tell you what, I think the battle for the last points paying spot could be one of the more exciting things going to the last.
Yeah.
So you've got Gasly's half a second off, and then Tsunoda behind him.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a bit of a gap.
I'm surprised we haven't seen much of that Gasly-Albon fight.
Yeah. I mean, I think Gasly's just sort of catching up now, so maybe we should start seeing.
He's in DRS range, isn't he?
There you go.
Yeah, now they show us immediately.
He's catching up.
Wow. Yeah, well, he's going to have the DRS on him, and Tsunoda's going to have the DRS on Gasly.
Yeah, but then you've got Tsunoda behind him as well, so we could see a situation where Gasly and Albon are fighting, and Tsunoda creeps in and
the classic. And through
goes
Hamilton.
Through goes Yuki.
Through. Hasn't got the same ring to it, is it?
It feels so weird seeing Gasly in that pink car.
Yeah.
I haven't got used to it yet. With Ocon, I'm just used to it by now.
Oh, Red Bull look like they're getting ready for some tyres. Yeah. So that's probably Verstappen coming in a minute. Yeah, he's getting told box.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. I mean, they've got time to do Verstappen.
Yeah,
if he had to serve the Ocon penalty, I think they'd still be okay. Verstappen's going to come in.
Yeah.
Should be probably another. Let's see if they got different Jack.
No, same people. Yeah,
same team.
Hopefully, it looks much better that time.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it didn't look right with the Perez one.
No, he's got stuff on something.
2-6, 2-3. God, I'm going to get one right today. I want to
run it out. You run out of pit
I know.
Right, yeah, you might be.
I want to get on
Norris
this.
will give you a couple more.
5 to
Yeah.
Norris will give you a couple. He's on medium tyres.
So this is Norris.
Well, that's Norris. We'll have to give it laps.
Just going to
let him go straight away.
Now, isn't it?
Not what you want from Norris. Is it getting laps in your first race of the year?
Yeah.
It's really poor, isn't it?
It's going through his head at the moment. It's going to be a long season for McLaren, it seems.
Piastri out early with an engine problem. It's probably more worrying that they've had 2 different problems. At least with Red Bull last year, it sounded like it was similar problems, but Norris is much different.
Even though Red Bull had those issues in the first race, you just know they're gonna come back. So delays there.
See, Alonso's got DRS on Hamilton now, so he's going for. Alonso set the fastest lap as well.
So
really
is he going to go down the inside?
Well, this is what quite.
We said P5, didn't we?
It's not looking good for your prediction, this Matisse. I've got to be honest. For 7th.
Yeah, it's
maybe
not.
Even. Oh yeah.
I said that with more hope than expectation.
You can't imagine him getting up to side.
Oh, he's gone down the inside. He's really gone from there, Alonso.
Really good.
Brilliant.
Hamilton's
going again.
Oh, wow. That's going to be on the radio. He's going to be fuming.
He's going to be fuming, but I don't think the FIA are going to do anything about it.
No, I think it was completely clean. No, I think it was completely clean.
Yeah, clean racing, hard racing.
I think Alonso just lost it.
Really strong from Hamilton there to.
Damn, did he lock up there, Alonso, a little bit?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll show it again, but it's still going on.
Yeah, it's not over yet between Hamilton and Alonso. Old rivalries renewed.
It's tough.
Looks like he's got like comedy glasses on. Do you know what I mean?
What,
They look
Toto
like,
Wolff?
Yeah, look like fake glasses.
So the DRS open again.
Here's Alonso again on the back of Hamilton.
Not this time.
Not on this corner. It's a difficult corner to go for. Let's see.
Yeah, Hamilton's done really well to not fall away there.
What tyre is Hamilton on? Is he on the hards?
I think they're both on hard.
They're both on the
I
hards,
think
yeah.
pretty much everyone's on hard other than a few softs and the mediums of
for
Norris.
yeah. Norris is just
Norris
running that tyre because why not? You know,
He's got some excellent data at the end of this.
Just need to make up the numbers, Norris, really, isn't he?
Right, coming down the pit lane
Yeah,
straight
this
now.
is going to be the one.
He's got DRS. So we saw Perez take Leclerc fairly easily at this earlier on.
Yeah, it goes on more.
it just goes.
Yeah, it's that corner, isn't it? They get all the speed and it's about who breaks less, really.
Oh no!
No, he can do it.
Oh, not yet.
Wow.
Well defended by Hamilton.
Stays ahead of Fernando Alonso.
This is a good battle,
It's a great battle.
It's a really good battle.
It's a great battle. It is. This is nuts.
Yeah, but remember
Let's
that.
get that second DRS here. This is where we
He's
got him
trying
last time.
What is Alonso doing? It's almost like he's playing around a little bit. He doesn't want to commit to the inside or the outside. He's kind of just almost.
It's really proper. That's proper defence, though. I think.
Yeah,
Hamilton.
it
I think
is.
that's really good.
And we saw Alonso do it to him in Hungary
Yes.
years back when Ocon got his first win. Like Alonso's like a brick wall.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the best defender on track in this group?
I think Sergio Perez is very good for obviously the stuff he does,
Ooh,
but Alonso is good as
Oh,
well.
he kind of lost a bit of grip there.
Hamilton's got the inside line.
Wow, it's getting
Oh,
close.
he's
Down
done
the
it.
inside
Down
from
the
Alonso.
inside.
Takes
wow.
the corner. That would be the move
elbows
done.
down.
Yeah,
Move.
that would be the move done for Alonso.
And he's got the DRS as well.
Yeah.
That's a really strong move.
It is. Does that
Smart
Mercedes
move
have
as
any
well.
fight
Yeah,
back on that?
it's really
exit?
Wait
clever.
before the DRS zone and then go.
Yeah. Damn.
As we see it slide
Hamilton will
down.
get DRS down that, depending on how far Alonso pulls away on that
He's
pit
still
straight.
within DRS zone.
No, he's definitely going to be within the DRS, so...
Hans on the radio, probably very happy.
Yes!
Let's go.
Let's go! Up into fifth.
Can anyone catch Sainz, do you think, out of these two?
I can't remember what the gap was. I have to look.
8 seconds, I think it's
That's
very
decent.
unlikely.
Yes, that's a
There'd
lot.
have to be a Ferrari clown
Yeah.
show. That's a really,
So we're just seeing the replay of when he went. Yeah, his car just gave away a little bit. So
Yeah,
you see it spin a bit and then he goes off.
Yeah.
So nothing Hamilton did. It was
No.
No, it
all
was nothing
Alonso.
that Hamilton did actually. Yeah, he gave him all the room. Crazy.
Just, snap at the rear, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the overtake down the inside.
Yeah.
That's a really good move.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's a really good move.
Saw the corner, went for it.
And Hamilton is still fighting.
Can Hamilton really come back from that? Let's see.
Well, he's going to stay with him, isn't he?
Yeah.
You imagine.
That's what the
Following
new
Hamilton's
regulations
snake.
are meant to be
Younger
given us.
tyres as well, haven't they? So
Yeah, I think they
that'll
are.
that'll
Well, actually,
I can't remember who came. Did they come at the same time?
they have. They've caught up to Sainz. They're 3 seconds behind
That's a
Sainz.
good shout. Wow. What happens to Sainz?
Maybe it wasn't 8. Maybe I was
you
looking at
spotted
his
the-
8.
You was
Yeah,
looking at his
Leclerc
8 to
did.
Leclerc.
But still, he had quite a big
yeah.
gap earlier on.
Yeah, it was
it's
huge.
come down.
Oh
Yeah, the gap.
dear.
Alonso's almost moved up the DRS. Oh, no.
Sainz cannot lose that 4th.
That
They'll be
reflect
held to
poorly
pay.
on him.
Yeah, well, he's already had a dreadful race, hasn't he?
So
they say that they're predicting within
laps.
2 laps, Alonso will overtake.
He can be
Okay,
within
striking
Sainz.
distance.
of him.
I love striking distance.
My God.
Give us a little estimate on what could happen. Yeah, if he loses that place and falls out the top 4, how does that reflect on him? Do you think? And,
I think
Terribly.
it's a bit of a bad day anyway. Like the fact he's so
regardless
far off
with
his
the
teammate,
amount of seconds he is behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Leclerc is for me probably clear 1 and 2 there, but he's still got to perform to a solid level.
I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised at how poor he's been actually.
Yeah.
I love the guy, but I guess it doesn't help as well because he hasn't got anybody in front of him to give him any sort of tow.
Yeah.
Whereas Alonso and Hamilton are towing each other.
Yeah.
But still, he's only done 2
He
seconds.
just needs to push harder, doesn't he? Really.
It's also the least amount of time we've ever seen a race leader. I cannot remember a single time we've seen.
There's just
Verstappen,
no need
like,
to pan the
we've
camera
seen
to
when he
Verstappen.
comes to, for a
not-
pit, and that's it.
Hamilton's got the DRS open for him.
So you think that these two are almost going to carry each other up to Sainz?
Yeah.
It looks like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in full mode push here, both
Yeah.
of them, really, aren't they?
Yeah. They're not slowing each other down, that's for sure. If anything, they're pushing each other to drive faster. Ocon on the team radio.
In testing and practice when I joined Formula 1, I've been doing
That's 'cause they
these
changed the
things.
rules,
Why
I guess,
penalty
about-
now? Yeah, well, there you go.
That's what I was saying. Well, they didn't change the rules about not starting
Oh, that's Norris.
Norris.
Yeah, he's not even in the fight. What's he doing?
They continues
Who's he going after there? Oh no, that was just getting out of the way. Like those are the two leaders, so he's been lapped by Hamilton and Alonso now. It's just a dreadful day for Norris and McLaren.
Yeah, awful day.
I think Norris must have come back in because he's on hards now. So is that
just get
slow?
That's
no!
Oh, Sainz.
Leclerc.
It's Leclerc. Drama.
No.
Oh my God!
Take that out.
Leclerc.
I can't believe it.
Oh. And now we have Alonso, who could be in the podium today because Leclerc has just
I actually can't believe it.
ended his
yellow
race.
flag.
Yellow flag
in it.
Is it going to be a virtual safety car or physical? Because if it's a physical, everybody's going to bunch back up. Virtual safety car, right?
Because he's quite far off the track.
Yeah, that's a good place to
so he is
park
out
it.
the way. So yeah, it's a solid place. Yeah, it's a safe place.
I don't know what happened to the power unit, maybe?
So it looks like a power unit issue for Leclerc. He is now out of this race. He was on course to get a podium. Leclerc just failed. The engine just failed him there.
Yeah.
Look at that, just done. And you did speak about this actually earlier, but you kind of tried to rub juju on Red Bull.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to have to Red Bull.
You were like, anything can happen, power units, and then bang, Ferrari.
But it's happened again.
That's
the thing. That's one of the sort of better things about the Bahrain race is that the cars are still so new and so fresh that this sort of shit happens.
Yeah.
Ferrari, man.
So Ferrari are a car down, and as we were saying before that, Sainz is being caught by Alonso. And Alonso will be really looking for that podium now. They'll be on the radio to him saying, "Go and get your podium." And that's kind of what
they're all going to go to softs now for the last. Yeah. Can they make them last 15, 16 laps?
I think they can. They can. This is definitely the pit window, isn't it?
Actually, do go for the pit. We'll see.
Yeah. If you're being proactive now, you've got to go and get those soft tyres on if you can.
Well, somebody like Alonso, what have you got to lose by sticking on the softs? You've got to go for that podium, right?
Yeah, you might lose. They're getting people in. You might lose track position if you've got Hamilton right behind you. But that's a good point.
You don't want to be on hard tyres.
But then they've got Stroll. They've got Stroll up there in 6th as well, 4th and 6th.
There's a lot there.
Brilliant.
Still hasn't overtaken Leclerc.
If they end with a 3rd and 6th.
So far behind that he hasn't overtaken Leclerc, who's not even literally racing anymore. He's just overtaken him now.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that just literally.
The virtual safety car's ending.
Yeah, virtual safety car.
We're going to go racing.
Leclerc, his post-race interview is going to be literally reminiscent of what we saw last
just
season.
repeat last year.
Yeah, literally just run it again.
Good news, everyone.
Green flag.
Gasly in the points.
Gasly in the points.
I said it.
Yeah, Alpine.
Driver
in the points.
I'll give him.
Yeah.
I think people go Alonso.
I think if Alonso gets podium, Alonso's going to get driver of the day. If he gets podium.
Oh, he won't finish 4th now. Annoying.
Sorry.
Oh, he's
so close to getting 3 for 3 predictions.
No.
This podium's up for grabs, isn't it?
It is up for grabs, yeah. I think 1 and 2 are locked in.
Sainz really has to fight for his dinner here.
Yeah.
If he loses this podium, it's a shocking day for Carlos Sainz. Absolutely shocking day.
Well, I think he will now. I think I'm going to.
Well, look, if there's 2 people you don't want behind you, it's Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, the pressure.
9 world champions.
And you're looking in your rear,
just a few.
Your rear mirrors. You're going to be seeing those 2 world champions behind.
He's going to have to fight for his dinner.
He's going
to
have to fight, and I'm not backing him for it. I think Alonso's going to get that podium.
Did one of the Red Bulls come in? I saw they came out of the mechanics, but I don't know which one.
Was it a?
Might have been Verstappen.
It's so funny. They
Leclerc's
pop a little Vespa, mate. The Vespa of doom.
Yeah. Sad scooter.
The sad scooter.
You go home.
The sad scooter.
Matisse, you called Alonso 7th.
I know. I said that for hope.
Yeah, that's like I did with the engines going down. Red Bull.
I was like, please, Mercedes, let's move, let's go. But
Gasly update.
it would have had to have been an engine failure.
Keep giving you Gasly updates.
Aston Martin or something.
Gasly updates, man.
I rate Gasly.
My predictions this season will not be
He's going to catch up because everyone else above him is on hards, and Gasly's the only one on soft. He's the leader of soft, so I know it's 18 seconds, but
18 seconds. So he'd have to do
fastest lap from Alonso, is it?
I think he said that for a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I expect Gasly now on softs to start.
to put it in.
Is he the only one that came in and pitted then?
Of that sort of range.
Red Bull came in and pitted as well.
I don't think they did. I think
I think it was a fake.
Yeah, I don't think they tried.
You think
maybe they got ready, but I think, like you said, it's not under a virtual safety car.
It's not really the advantage, because if you, especially if it ends while you're in there, then you're in some serious trouble. Yeah.
Here he is, my boy Pierre.
Okay.
This is overtake. I think Albon. We're just watching the replay of Gasly do an overtake of Albon, I presume. But yeah, just blitzes past him, gets that toe, and goes in that first corner. I've seen a
He's
lot of
got
those
his
takes.
It was, yeah.
He's got a little bit more pace because
Great
he's very
grip.
outside.
He's
And
got
then
brilliant
grip.
grip.
It's a good move.
Yeah, really good grip on that car.
Yeah, that's the benefit of the softs there, isn't it?
Ocon's retired.
Oh, who's this?
Ocon's
Oh
retired.
no, Ocon out of this race. I mean, listen. I mean, his race was pretty much done, is it, with all of the penalties that he took on. So yeah, his race was over anyway. So Ocon.
Gasly now
out.
with the fastest lap.
Yeah, it's
Really
coming,
fast.
wasn't it? And
Yeah.
you're right, he's cut it down already.
Yeah.
Knocked a second off it.
Yeah. Can he catch?
Well, just thinking that 17 seconds is a lot, but for 13 laps. But,
That's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
or Alonso now
Leclerc
within
out, man.
DRS of Sainz. It's a dreadful
Go on,
day for Ferrari,
Fernando.
this.
It's a horror show.
Fernando.
Absolute horror show.
It's a really bad day for Ferrari, all Ferrari teams, aren't they? Like, other than
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo.
I mean, will Sainz even stay ahead of Hamilton? Goes up against.
Oh
him?
yeah, always this. This is Yuki going down.
Ooh. This is tight. This is
that his teammate?
what we love to see. Down.
I think that's his teammate. Yeah, it's his own teammate. He's at the front there. Ooh,
Ooh, he's had,
Good move.
he's had to kind of slow it down a
He's
little
going
bit.
to get a
here.
double.
Go on, Yuki.
Does he get both?
Go on, Yuki.
He does as well.
That's,
What a move.
that's brilliant.
huge.
What a move.
Quality in the AlphaTauri. Brilliant.
Oh, this is
Where's
not
Yuki now?
going
11th.
to be fun
He's
to
on
watch.
the edge of the points. He's on the edge of the points, Yuki.
Yeah. So Albon's now coming. Oh, okay, interesting. Albon came in for the softs. Might be regretting not doing that earlier.
He's on those softs, Yuki, that we saw in Q1.
Yeah, you were talking about him being quick at the top of the day and those soft.
He's on those softs again.
My God, man. This is not going to be a fun
Come on,
13
Fernando.
laps.
This feels like last
Two
week, doesn't it?
Spaniards
Yeah.
going up against each other as well.
Yeah.
Two Spaniards.
And as much as I love Carlos Sainz, you've got to back Alonso
Yeah.
here, right? With
Within,
DRS
half
and all the
second.
I
experience.
want Alonso on that podium, I'm sorry.
Half a second.
I need it.
Yeah, he's going to do him.
Yeah, I haven't. When was the last time Fernando Alonso was
He
on the podium?
can't. Carlos
A long
Sainz saying he
time
can't
ago.
push
Oh, you can't push, yeah?
because he thinks the tyres won't go to the end. So what do you do? What do you do?
Bye-bye.
He's about to get
Here's
done.
Alonso on the
Yeah.
straight. I think he might get him here. It's a long straight. No, he's not. I think on the main straight, though.
It'll be for the pit, yeah.
Yeah.
The exit onto the pit.
Let's see.
Sainz.
Sainz on team radio again.
Tried
Trying
to protect
the position.
Thanks.
Yeah.
If
I
I
think
push
that's,
to
I think
defend.
that's obvious, isn't it?
That's
I'm
like
not gonna make
trying,
10.
try and win the race. Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah, just go after Verstappen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to.
I'm making the call that Sainz is going to finish below Hamilton now.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You think he's
that's
going to finish
fair.
fifth?
That's,
Yeah.
again, me optimism, pushing it out there, radiating.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
Mercedes versus Ferrari.
Me and my Pierre Gasly fan club's having a great day.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Alonso using the radio
I'll take an Alonso podium and then a Hamilton fourth.
think
I'll be
we'd all
happy
take
with that.
Alonso
I'll take that.
podium.
Oh, here he is. Alonso.
Come on, Carlos, push!
Come on, Fernando. Hurry up and make space for Lewis.
Well, or don't push. What do you think? What do you do? It's just an absolute shit show from Ferrari.
Yeah, if he
Again.
pushes, he's not going to make it, he says, isn't it? Oh, Alonso.
He's got the inside line, but it was whether he'll
Yeah, but
get
this
it
is
on
where
the
he's
set
gonna
on the
just
other turn.
Oh, Alonso.
Carlos.
Don't touch, guys. Don't touch. Going through the S's, let's see. I think they're fine.
Come on, Carlos. Hold him back. Hold him back.
It's a matter of time, bro. Front wing! Careful with the front wing!
God!
Careful with the front wing, Fernando. Jesus.
Carlos, mate.
He's locked up. Yeah, he's locked up. Yes, Lewis.
Long
Lewis, I
straight
hope
now.
you're there, ready
he's
to
done.
pounce.
Long straight.
Be ready to pounce, Lewis.
Yeah, he's
Fernando's
done.
going to get him on
He's
the
got him.
straight. Yeah,
He's got
there he
him.
is.
Oh, he's come across.
Sainz pushing him off track. Do you want to be
God.
deducted
Alonso
points, mate?
podium, man.
What a day. What a day.
What a day it is.
F1's
Yeah.
back.
Push back, Carlos, mate. Come
Sainz
on.
tried.
Come
Sainz-
on.
Sainz
You are
really
going to have a
tried.
DRS.
Hamilton's now within a second.
Sainz really tried his best, to be fair, to
I just had
defend.
no pace all day. Like,
Yeah, he's been paceless.
Go on, Lewis.
yeah, his own
Lewis.
teammate. And if you're a Ferrari in the team, if you had to pick a driver to DNF, it would have been Sainz, wouldn't it? Leclerc.
Oh, 100%.
Comfortably in P3.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gasly with the 11 places in the overtake.
Yeah.
I know I keep bringing him up,
Unbelievable.
but
Yeah. I know, it's unbelievable.
having a great
It is
day.
brilliant.
He's
You
knocked
did
off-
say it.
I
If he
did
gets
say
into
it.
the points after starting,
think there's still gonna be
bottom,
driver
obviously it's
difference
been
to
DNF.
Alonso.
Some, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
obvious. You do need that
Alonso.
kind of luck, isn't it? If you're going to...
my private driver of the day is going to be Pierre Gasly.
Yeah. If you're going from last to 10th,
Yeah,
you
especially
do
when your
need
teammates had such a
ninth.
bad day.
Yeah,
Like,
you
he's
do need
got
help. You do
something
need
to
some
hang
help.
on
He'll
to.
probably cap off at 9th.
Look, Hamilton's going to
Yeah, I
get
think
him.
there's too big a gap now. I
Yeah.
think 11 seconds, 12 seconds, sorry, and 11
too much.
laps.
We could
Quite a
see.
lot.
I'll tell you what. We could see some racing between these three because they're all within DRS of each other.
Yeah.
They're all good drivers. This could be a really
Yeah, I
interesting
think-
couple of laps here.
Hamilton's going to have much more difficulty overtaking just because Sainz has now got that DRS of
Yeah,
being in front,
exactly.
being
Well,
behind Alonso.
assuming that he Alonso doesn't pull away.
Yeah.
It's crucial for Sainz.
Ooh.
He's going to say, what does he say?
What's he saying?
We can't hear the radio, but
he hit me.
He hit me.
I can't do a Spanish accent.
Can
Can
you
you tell?
He had the nasally tones of Sainz.
Let's have a look again. Wait, if he touched you, they're not going to do anything about it, are they?
Okay, right. So Sainz.
So he did say he touched me, but
They're not going to do anything about that.
They might look at it, but
it's all about, for Sainz, he's out of the DRS. He's out of the DRS on Alonso.
Yeah.
He's
And
in serious trouble.
Hamilton's 0.6, 0.7 away.
A little bit of
He is in serious.
I mean, this is done.
Come on, Lewis.
We're
It's
saying
hammer
it.
time. That used to mean something when we were going for championships.
Yeah.
now it's
Fourth. 10 laps to go in Bahrain.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying this. I think he's got him, and he like
Go on,
under
Lewis.
a second with 10 laps to go. Like
He's got.
dreadful day for Ferrari.
They're
again.
saying Alonso for driver of the day. Gasly's
I
a
agree.
big shout, but yeah, I'd go Alonso.
Yeah.
I think you have to go Alonso.
I don't disagree with them in the comments.
Lewis.
It's got to be
Lewis.
Alonso, really.
Lewis, come on. Push. Vamos!
Sainz had to stay
Vamos!
within that pace of Alonso.
Yeah.
That was his only hope.
He's closed up right on the back of him there, Lewis.
He's had to
Who was
go.
that driver? Oh, it's Norris. Sorry, I was saying saw an orange car. I was like, who's this?
It's a lapped Lando
Yeah.
Norris,
Oscar.
unfortunately.
He was fine. The graphic's just been wrong. He's still racing.
Oh, here we
Oscar's
go.
been out there the whole
the
time.
inside.
Go on, Lewis,
Not
come
quite.
on. I need you to push, bro. Push.
Oh, this is so painful,
little bit
man.
on the exit there.
This is painful.
Come on, Hamilton. Hammer time. Let's go.
Yeah, he's going to get him, and
He's going to get him.
He's just watching.
Come on, Lewis.
Sainz
Just
had
needs
2
a
seconds
good
behind.
exit.
It's not a great exit from
Alonso
Lewis.
just disappeared over the hill.
Hit too much of the curb there, Lewis, on that exit. Feels like
So he's coming down a big straight. He does as well on this corner. Then he's got a big straight, so he might be able to do it here.
He's trying to line up the car, isn't he?
Yeah,
Get it
you
straight.
get that
quickly.
DRS
Yeah,
open.
DRS.
Opened up.
Yeah, wing opens up.
Yeah,
There we
Norris
go.
just in the background there.
Not going to get him on this
Chilling.
one, I don't think, but
No, I think
he's
this one's
line
too
up,
short.
but
I think he's had a messy couple of corners, Hamilton.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of overtakes on that first corner, haven't we? The end of the pit straight.
that seems to be the one.
I think Hamilton had
See
a
a
messy
replay
couple
of
of
Alonso?
corners.
They're talking about this touch, I think.
Yeah, I didn't look too bad.
No, it's not enough for FIA.
I
to
think
do
this
anything,
might be the
I don't
overtake
think.
actually.
This is
Yeah,
the overtake.
because he came in.
Yeah.
Good exit from Alonso.
That's a
just
good
gets
exit.
that DRS and he's
That's
just
a good
gone, isn't
exit.
it? Gets the slipstream.
That's what Hamilton
pulls
needed on
out.
the
I mean,
last
this from
lap.
Sainz is a bit late coming over like
Yeah,
that.
it was.
Alonso probably moaned about that, I imagine.
Yeah.
Come on, Lewis. Wow.
Cracking mullet.
Podium,
Aston Martin
podium
goes.
for Aston Martin on their first race. Be huge.
Yes, bye-bye. What a radio. Apparently, that was Alonso saying
that
bye-bye.
what he said?
on the
Bye-bye.
radio.
Did he actually? Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said just
Bye-bye.
popped up.
So Sainz is still finding a way to hold off
That
Hamilton.
might be
though.
one of the most biggest takeaways. Bye-bye, and
Bye-bye.
obviously data.
Yeah.
Out there for data.
Yeah, he's going to get it here. Oh, sorry, no, not here. I thought we were
Not
down
here,
the-
no.
the-
I think
the straight
maybe
here.
Yeah.
if he gets a good exit on the main straight, he'll get him. No, they've already gone past the main straight now, haven't they?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
into
going back
the
3 S's
48
again.
lap.
Come on, Hamilton, man. He's got time, but
I really genuinely this year was like, right, this is it. Ferrari
I
going
wanna
to sort
switch teams.
themselves out. We've had a DNF and we're probably going to finish 5th. That's such
and
a
if
shit start.
Mercedes get the upgrades and Aston Martin keep going like this, it's a real fight for maybe
Why am I
second.
bouncing so
Aaron's
much?
asking why
Are you porpoising?
We are checking focus on the race.
It could
He
be.
is bouncing, you can see it. And compared to Lewis's, he is bouncing.
I thought you were bouncing. Out of nervousness.
I am, mate.
You're saying it's them.
Why am I bouncing so much?
Oh, so science you're saying is?
Yeah, Sainz is moaning about porpoising, and you could one of those shots there we could see it.
Oh, yeah, you can
was
see it.
bouncing. Oh.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of it. How ironic is that Mercedes are...
No, Norris is just happy to be there, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
even
just
know
weird
Norris
race
was
for him,
even out
isn't
there.
it? I don't even know how many laps he's down. He's down 2 laps now.
God.
Unsure.
Come on, Lewis, man. It doesn't feel
Norris
like...
going
back
in
of
the pit again.
Back into the
What's that,
pits.
his 5th of the day?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dreadful. He might retire
This
that
is the
now.
one.
I mean, you may as well end it now,
He's
isn't it?
closing.
He's not going to
closing.
get him on this one,
Doesn't
though.
feel like he. Oh,
He's not going to get him on this
Nope.
one. It doesn't feel like he's making strides throughout the lap, you know, on the corners and whatnot. He's had a few messy exits.
Just away from this, Gasly, under 8 seconds now. I keep thinking I'm just watching
You
that.
are a Gasly guy today. You are a Gasly guy.
I like Pierre, he's getting there.
Yeah, you are, what, on
He's getting
Bottas?
closer, yeah.
Are we saying that might actually be
I thought
alive?
it was- I thought it
Yeah,
wasn't
'Cause we
happening.
did rule it out.
Yeah.
We just said that Gasly
No.
is not catching Bottas. It's too
I'm not
big.
watching this exciting race between
You're
Sainz
watching
and
those
Hamilton.
two.
I'm watching Gasly.
Gasly, if he was to get 8th,
My boy
maybe in the
Pierre.
last
You and
lap we
Pierre.
might get some drama if he keeps it going. He's got fastest lap, isn't he? So
You're right though. It's very impressive from Gasly.
He's on soft tyres, so
yeah, he's
everybody else is on hard tyres. Yeah, come on. So everybody going for points is on soft.
There's a Ferrari red boot tapping away.
I know the feeling.
It just feels
like DRS. He's doing well though.
He is doing well.
I mean, at the minute, this is exactly what Sainz should be doing in the team. He should be holding off the likes of Hamilton.
Yeah,
he's got to do that.
Yeah. If he doesn't, then...
What a day for Aston Martin, though. In P3, P6 as well.
Both cars in the top 6.
That'd be them second in the Constructors, wouldn't it?
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Matisse isn't wrong.
Yeah, Stroll as well, picking up points. Big points, sixth place for Stroll. Brilliant. Split the Mercedes as well.
How far beyond Stroll is Hamilton? How far Hamilton is Stroll? It's quite a way off, isn't it?
I'd say probably a decent gap. Let's go production.
Yeah, so just to confirm there, we've seen Leclerc DNFing. It was an engine problem. They just lost the engine coming through turn 13.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
Very, very poor.
Not what you want.
It'll be interesting to see what they say about that because...
I mean, Verstappen DNF last year and won the championship, so...
Yeah.
I'm being positive.
They say whoever wins Bahrain doesn't win the championship, don't they? That's happened for the last 6 years.
Is that what's happened?
The winner of Bahrain hasn't won the championship.
I think this might be the year that changes. All right, so Hulkenberg's
been saying there's a chance.
Hulkenberg for track limits.
He's been told he's going over the track limits too many times, so you get a warning and then...
What's he going over track limits for?
So you go to what Hamilton just did then, actually, sort of clip of if you go outside the white line of all your car, then that's going past track limits.
I know the feeling.
The question is,
the F1 game.
I
get that a lot.
That's so familiar.
he's not really fighting for points. There's no really reason for him to be out of track. It shouldn't be. I guess he's pushing regardless, isn't he?
It doesn't look. I mean, that Mercedes does not have the pace that the Aston Martin does.
It doesn't.
Because Alonso did him in about 2 laps, right?
I did feel like Hamilton made a few errors on exits, but now it just feels like it doesn't have the pace.
You can really. This is quite a good example to show the difference between the 2 cars.
Yeah. Literally.
They're running, same driver, essentially same tyre deck. It's really interesting.
Maybe I'm not going to get 4th.
No, he's out of DRS. So
he's dropped out of the DRS. That's huge for Sainz. That's massive.
Show us the Gasly. He's under 6.
Show us the Gasly.
This is where the real action.
Do you know what? Yeah, that might be the real action.
6 laps to go. I reckon he's got this.
Albon's got 10th sewn up from Tsunoda. No, Tsunoda's a 1.1.
Yeah, Tsunoda's not far off.
Tsunoda's 1 point. He's almost in DRS range.
Great day for Sargent, to be fair.
Yeah, brilliant day for Sargent.
But here's Verstappen, the first time we've seen him for about...
Oh, hey, Verstappen. Hey.
Yeah, have to show him.
Yeah, probably going to start lapping someone else again. Who's
that
in front of him? I can't tell.
God knows.
I think that might be...
Norris did come back out, to be fair.
Oh, it's Joe. He's lapping 13th.
Norris is a minute behind the last race. Last driver.
What's the point?
Oh, yeah, he is lapping. Who's that?
Lapping Joe.
He is.
19th. It's 13th.
That's mad.
That's mad, yeah.
It's actually quite scary.
Yeah, that is
disrespectful.
Lap 13.
Do you think they're going to? No, he's on hard, so he's not going to get the 26.
I think we're in for a last lap battle. He's losing. Go back to Gasly. He's losing. He's taking a second per lap.
I think Gasly's your favourite driver. I know you didn't want to tell.
Like Pierre. we got 5 seconds. We got 5 laps to go.
They're both just locked up.
Who's that?
Hassan Atorai. So that must be Hulkenberg and De Vries.
Yeah.
Or De Vries and Magnussen. Unsure.
Yeah. No, it's Hulkenberg and De Vries. It has to be. No, wait. No, sorry, it's De Vries and Magnussen. Yeah, because it's 4. Yeah, because it's 4 tenths. Yeah, 4 tenths between them. Hulkenberg's 8 seconds off.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel like Hamilton 1.5. Yeah, it doesn't feel like
Stroll must have done something. Again, what performance Stroll, considering coming from an injury, testing as he goes wide. That's a bad time to say what performance.
Ouch, very wide.
Yeah.
But he went wide there in the formation lap as well, so he
Just
probably maybe struggling with that corner.
That might be
that might be where Max wrist
Max
wrist movement maybe, giving the benefit of the doubt on that corner.
I'm calling it Gasly P8. He's 4 seconds away.
You think? Yeah, he's catching him
got
quick, and he's almost 3
laps to go.
Wow.
Yeah, Bottas is tired old hards as well. You've got to think Gasly's got to be in with it. They'll be in his ear as well, telling him to push.
That 5 laps to go. Cutting down, like it's mad. It's going to be under 4 seconds, isn't it?
So, do you know what? credit where it's due to Sainz. He held off Hamilton.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and he's pulled away enough that he's out of that DRS, so he should secure that 4th. But he's 7 away from Alonso.
Yeah, he's way off.
Alonso just said this is a lovely car to drive.
Alonso's enjoying life.
Yeah, that shows how quick the Aston Martin is. He's 7 seconds clear of
Ferrari.
Like, in how many laps? I don't know, it wasn't that long, was it?
5 laps?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
6, yeah. Wow, podium.
Aston Martin have a car.
Doesn't get much better than that if you're Aston Martin podium. They've got a Stroll in 6th. It's brilliant points for the team.
Just not beating the Red Bulls, that's the only thing. Like, you can't ask more
Can they push for 2nd in the Constructors this year? I know it's only the first race, we're maybe jumping ahead of the jumping the gun, but I mean, it's a great way to start. This is what a team that we've been pushing for 2nd would do.
From a Ferrari fan point of view, it's worrying. Matisse, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Especially when Red Bull lock off the grid like that in a 1-2 comfortably.
I know.
But loads of races to go. I'm sure a lot of drama.
He's on for his 99th podium. He'll break 100 this year comfortably.
Fernando Alonso, is it?
Fernando Alonso. He's on for his 99.
Wow.
This is.
It's got a sting.
Yeah.
Especially what you said about Perez.
I know.
Perez is like, hold that. Firm it.
Yeah, he watched it. No, I still do think. I mean, it's a long season. It's a 23 race season.
It's a long season.
It's a long season. I do. It's not going to be a Ferrari Red Bull 1-2 every single race. Of course it's not. But it sets a very good precedent for them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It says we're here and we're here to win the drivers and the constructors.
I do want constructors to be a bit of a battle if possible. Drivers, I think, barring a disaster from Verstappen, I would say he's got that. But
yeah, 3.5 laps to go.
Yeah, 3.5, and Gasly 2
points. I'm watching that. 2.8 seconds.
3.5 laps for Verstappen. About 4 laps for everyone else.
Is he going to get in DRS range in time, Gasly? It's going to be tight.
The last battle left is Gasly v Bottas.
It's going to be tight.
2.6.
Yeah, Sainz has secured 4th pretty much.
Yeah, 2.2.
So it's going to be that Gasly Bottas.
Sainz 4th. Hamilton.
What we've seen on screen, we've seen Albon v Tsunoda. Oh yeah, I didn't realise Tsunoda's within DRS of the last.
For the point.
So that's where the battle is. Top 7's decided.
So
Bottas
incident involving
Bottas versus Gasly.
So Hulkenberg did not listen to the track limits. He just carried on doing it.
What, still exceeding track limits?
Yeah, they'd probably get a penalty for that, I'd imagine. Yeah, under investigation.
Yeah, Tsunoda here. I mean, we all know the value of what difference 1 point can make.
Yeah, definitely.
So this could be, and in 3 laps within the DRS, if he can get him here, it'd be huge.
Bad for me though, because I predicted AlphaTauri last. So
yeah,
they can slow down a bit.
I put Williams last.
Calm down. Calm down now.
So yeah, I think Hulkenberg's like to get a 5-second penalty in a minute for exceeding track limits.
Well, Williams versus AlphaTauri for that point.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's massive.
Yeah,
massive for those two teams.
Good days regardless, both of them.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 100%.
5 seconds Hulkenberg.
But it's so painful that a car like, let's say,
locks up there.
there.
Locks his right rear.
Can't afford to make mistakes at this.
Gasly with the 11 overtakes, like what a day. Like obviously they're focusing on Alonso, fair enough, but like to start at the back and to finish P9,
crazy.
If not
could
P8,
be 8,
then yeah.
Do you think he could get 8, or is it too low?
I don't know. I can't currently see the times, but I think he's still on that 2 second.
It's got to be a DRS range now, really, if he's going to do it. You'd want a lap.
Yeah, he's still 2 seconds. Yeah, he's probably it's going to maybe be a bit too much of an ask to get P8, but
you'd want a couple
P9 though, with the fastest lap as well, so we get a bonus point for that.
Yeah, you will get the bonus point.
Yeah. So that'd be 3 points for him, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This Tsunoda Albon to the end.
Yeah, that's the last battle. He's in DRS range.
Yeah, Tsunoda's just trying to nip in. Well, as we saw though, it's not that easy to overtake. No. Sainz held off Hamilton. Hamilton's dropped back quite a lot now. Maybe
I think he's given up the boost.
Protect the tyres.
Yeah.
Stop Stroll.
Yeah.
Hamilton's taken that 5th place. Alonso going to be on podium today.
I don't think Stroll's going to catch Hamilton. Too much
there.
No. Yeah, I think the last points really. I mean,
3.9. It's just
under
top
2
7's done,
now.
Isn't it? And Gasly. No.
Yeah, it's dropping, isn't it? 1.7, 1.5. And there's still 2 laps to go.
Still maybe for Gasly. Got to push.
If he can get in the DRS, I'm surprised we're not. Yeah, I suppose we're sort of focusing on
Verstappen, going and getting the win.
Still got 2 laps to go.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So yeah, Gasly that's plummeting down.
Max is now looking to lap 12th place.
That's mad.
Well, do you know what? I would like Williams to get a point, to be fair. They're a big historic team and they've been struggling. So
yeah.
I would actually prefer if Albon was to secure that 10th.
Joe's gone into the pits late on, so I'm guessing he's going to
retire.
Unless this might be a tactic from Alfa Romeo. They might want to stop Alpine getting the fastest lap, so they're going to bring in Joe, put him on some soft tire. I might be wrong, he might have an issue, but I'm guessing they've brought him in to get him on a new pair of softs.
Yeah, take that point away.
But then, actually, I suppose they can't.
Because you don't take it if you finish in the top 10.
You have to be in the top 10.
Just take the point away, so Gasly doesn't have it. But
it does take it away?
Yes.
So if you finish outside the top 10, you get fastest lap, you take the point off of whoever had it in the top 10.
So if you finish outside top 10 and you're the fastest lap, you don't get the point for the fastest lap. So I think
the point just doesn't get given.
No, it stops, yeah.
Okay.
So I think what Alfa Romeo have done here, they brought in Joe to like try and steal that point back off Alpine, just because that's something that could have an impact later on in the season.
Yeah. What was the pace that he got it at? Was it a 136, 135? I think he got the time. So they were qualifying around the 130. Did someone get a... Verstappen qualified at 129, didn't he?
Yeah.
So in theory, if Joe could run in a 133, he'll do it.
Yeah. Great race for Williams, they're saying in the chat.
Yeah, I think they've gone too late with that fastest lap, though. They've given him...
They've got no time to do it, really.
One lap and then one thing. So
one go at it, yeah.
One go at it, so...
Yeah, like
Would the tyres even be at their optimum level when you go for that last lap?
Maybe after that first, you get one outlap in, then have a quick lap. You should be all right with the softs, especially.
Okay.
But yeah, we've not seen much of that on the final
lap.
Here we go. Not seeing much of that Gasly battle. Like I want to see.
No,
I'm just seeing Verstappen cruise round, which is.
Stroll, someone saying in the chat, Stroll's not good enough to keep up with constructors. I mean, we're going to find out.
Well, at the minute, he's proven them all wrong. He's sick.
Yeah, it was a great first race for him.
Broken wrists. Give him a break. 1.2 for Gasly. Is he going to do it in this last lap? I mean, it's probably too much. I think a couple more laps he could have done it.
DRS. Needed DRS by now.
Yeah, and obviously Bottas is
not going to just roll over. Yeah, he's an experienced driver, so
good defender as well.
Yeah, and I think it looks like Albon's going to take that last place, and Tsunoda's going to.
Yeah, it's a good day for Williams. Good day for Albon.
Very good day for Williams.
One half of Alpine.
Yeah, very good day for Williams.
Great day for Aston Martin.
Will Williams be able to take confidence from this, do you think, or is it kind of like a...
Well, they got a point. They got the exact same result like this time last year.
Yeah, and then...
Whatever comes next, I think it's all about
take it each race at a time for Williams.
It's about developing, really, see how much they do as the season goes on. But yeah, can't be unhappy with a point.
Final lap.
So yeah.
Question for me, it says, what do you think of Lewis no longer dominating in the most OP car?
Ouch.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Damn!
Kick it.
Damn! I mean, I'm just here for the 8th. I need the 8th. As long as he doesn't retire before the 8th, we're all good. We're still in it. So it sounds like as if he's not going anywhere until he gets it, but he's only got a limited amount of time.
I respect that a lot as well.
Yeah.
There we go. Verstappen.
He's only got three seasons, maybe.
Very annoying.
4 seasons. What's the max age do you think a Formula 1 driver can go to?
Well, Alonso's 41, and he's still podium.
He's still podium, exactly.
Yeah, like, what a moment for him today, getting that podium.
Yeah, no, fair play. 1-2 Red Bull. I mean, I think the fact we hate to see it.
We've barely said Verstappen's name, just shows how dominant.
Just goes shy.
He went from the first lap and then he's gone, and he's not really looked uncomfortable at all. No. But what a day for Alonso.
Well, here he comes.
Here he is.
You've got to applaud that. I mean, that is stunning to do what he's done there, Alonso.
Especially after getting tagged by his teammate in the first corner.
Yeah, can't forget
the first
that.
couple of corners.
Yeah.
So he's been at a bit of a deficit
Alonso
as
celebrating.
Well.
Yeah, and rightly so. He should celebrate. He's done an unbelievable job there.
Yeah, brilliant.
Aston Martin, look at them.
Good confidence booster for them for the rest of the season. Verstappen wins the Bahrain Grand Prix with Perez in second. We didn't really see too much of the Red Bulls in the end. I mean, it was pretty comfortable. Alonso in third. His first podium of the season, first podium of the season. Big, driver of the day. I mean, that was easy for him, isn't it? He was always going to get it.
53% of the vote, wow.
He'll be delighted with that.
Over 47 with Gasly.
Just me. Yeah. Literally making like 10 accounts.
Me and
God knows how many accounts. Sainz in 4th, it's looking like as well. Hamilton 5th with Stroll, especially with that wrist injury in 6th. Really, really good performance from him in his first race there this season. And Russell in 7th. And then obviously Bottas, Gasly, and Albon picking up a point as well for Williams, which is huge. Probably at the bottom of the grid.
Oh, I feel sad.
Yeah.
I bet you do, yeah. I was
Ferrari.
going to come straight to you in terms of your initial reaction to the race.
Yeah.
Tough day for Ferrari, isn't it?
The best thing about it from Ferrari fan is those fireworks. They're brilliant. Very, very, very disappointing. Charles looked like he had a little bit of pace. Car gives out on him, really difficult. And Sainz, as I said, love the guy, but he looked devoid of pace today. Yeah. He just looked
from the
slow.
off, really.
Yeah, from the top. I mean, you know.
Was Charles P3 or P2 when he retired? P3.
It was P3.
Yeah, right. So yeah, Red Bull.
It was always a Red Bull one. So I think, I think Ferrari will have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
A lot of work to do before they go again. They need to seriously look at the pace because it wasn't anywhere close to the guys in the Red Bull, particularly Sainz. That said, he did do a good job of holding off Hamilton to keep the 4th spot. I think Hamilton will actually be disappointed not to have, because he had his chances.
He had a chance.
He did. The DRS, he had his chance.
He did have his chance.
So I think he'll be disappointed not to have had that. But overall, really, really, really poor day for Ferrari. They'll be very disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, Sam, what do you make of it? Because obviously, you had some shocks in there with Williams and obviously Gasly. Gasly, our guy.
Again, I said it so many times. I just seen that Joe did get fastest lap, so he nicked that off Gasly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, he did. So he nicked that point. Okay.
Yeah, 133, like we said, just a 133.
But yeah, just going back to Gasly, like if we think he started back of the grid, he's in a new team.
Yeah.
No one was really expecting a lot. Ocon was much further up the grid, and he's just quietly done his job. He's overtaken. I think you've got to really praise the strategy as well, because I think I mentioned during the race that Gasly was sort of his own pit window. He was coming in much earlier than everyone else, and like that's obviously proven to be massively in his favour. That virtual safety car late on in their decision to go for softs massively helped them. He started flying up the grid. But yeah, just what a performance for him to go most overtakes of the day. I mean, if it wasn't Fernando Alonso, I think he would have been the driver of the day for the fans. But yeah, just a great day for Gasly, really. Yeah.
What's this?
I just saw. Yeah,
I've never seen this for a race winner. They've got him on some gold plaque, shining brightly, flashing lights.
I saw that Verstappen struggled to get up as well.
They didn't look comfortable.
They usually just put the 3 cars alongside each other.
Welcome to F1 in 2023.
Are we going to do this with every race?
We've had a few. In Miami, they drove under the podium and then it rose. The car rose up out.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We've got Vegas this year. I can't wait to see what
Vegas, they'll do something.
Vegas is going to be crazy. Wow.
That is a podium. Wow.
What a podium, for the race winner. Max Verstappen. It doesn't get much better than that.
I hate to see it.
Vegas, they're going to throw him on top of Caesar's Palace.
Yeah. I hate it, but you've just got to sit back and applaud what Red Bull have done.
Yeah.
And the ability of both of their drivers. It's really painful. We all predicted him to win from pole, and he's done it in style.
Yeah.
Really, as you said, Sam, we've barely seen or spoken about the guy, and he's done it.
Yeah.
Fair play.
He's a top driver, isn't he? He just finds speed where no one else can.
Yeah, he's just so comfortable. I think that's the big
experience is kicking in now as well.
Things to take away. He's not fast. He's not bothered.
Yeah. How old is he now? 20?
He's only 25. Well,
he could shatter some serious records.
15 more years of this. I'll tell you my favourite quote about the man on the screen right now, Fernando Alonso. He said, "This car is lovely to drive." Mid-race, as he's just done Carlos Sainz, he's on a podium and he just goes, "This car is lovely to drive." I mean, isn't that lovely to see?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Great scenes.
He was saying pre-race, he actually didn't see Aston Martin's kind of rise this quick. He thought it might take the whole season to get better and better, and then maybe the next season.
There is obviously the big asterisk that Leclerc DNF.
Yes, of
this
course.
Doesn't happen if he stays in the race. But still, he would have got P4, and that's a great result for him.
Yeah, still a great result. Yeah.
As he goes sees Verstappen.
It's good to see a legend of the game. And
I can't remember how many years between podiums it is, but that might even be a record.
And also, obviously, Sebastian Vettel retiring last season. This could have been him.
Yeah,
I don't know if it works out that way in this sport, but it could have been him.
He's got 4 world championships though.
He does.
I'm sure
he does.
That's too,
It's like there was a meme where he was like digging for the diamonds. Just before he gets to the end,
that far away,
he starts walking away, and Alonso's just still chipping away. And this is it.
What a move by Alonso though, like to predict that. Well, obviously he got told about their plans and he just believed them. And they've worked.
Yeah, those discussions would have been really interesting to sit on. But I mean, that's amazing for them to. For them to get a podium on race 1, considering how uncompetitive they were last year. Really impressive. Well, hate it as a Ferrari fan, love it for the sport.
Yeah.
As this podium keeps saying sport for some reason. I'm just watching this fancy podium. It keeps saying sport, as if you've got what you're watching.
They're saying it's a great call from Alonso to switch teams. It paid off.
Yeah.
Agreed with that.
Yeah.
unbelievable call from him, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just so interesting to see what happens for the rest of the season.
I thought, honestly, I thought it was like, okay, they've offered him a whole heap of money. You know, we know they got a lot of money behind them. Alpine had a great season last year in terms of the car. He's probably going for the money. He's coming towards the end of his career. Nope.
Yeah, I think, he's probably in that position where he doesn't care about the money, does he? Like, he wants to win races, he wants to challenge podiums, and he's got one of those done today. So whether they can, I mean, that Red Bull looked a cut above everyone else, didn't it? I mean, obviously, we've got to bear in mind it was just one track,
exactly,
just one set of conditions. So
it's a lot of
could be different in Saudi Arabia a few weeks' time, but
What kind of challenges do you think they're going to post in Saudi in comparison to this race?
That's a street circuit, so it's a lot tighter, a lot more technical. We'll see, I don't know, really, like, we'll sort of see during practice just how they do, but as we see Lance Stroll and Alonso hug, which is nice.
I guess once we get through a street circuit or two, we can see what the rest of them, we can kind of size them up more, but this is the first time we're going to go to a street circuit. So
yeah, the Red Bull's always had the straight line speed, and it will continue to have the straight line speed. It'll be interesting to see, as you say, with some more of those, narrower tracks that we have where the cars sit in terms of their turning and also their corner exits. I always think is a really interesting point for a car.
Mad. Alonso's lapping this up.
And rightly so. He should,
it's like the Red Bull engineers coming in behind, fixing the car. Like, just don't mind us.
Look at that smile.
They're back to work immediately. They're just like already getting ready for the next race.
In.
Yeah. Jesus, they just don't rest, do they? And I remember seeing, I think it was actually on the Drive to Survive series. They were saying that Horner kind of gives his team 2 weeks off, or he wants them to have 2 weeks off. Really? But he was convinced that they weren't taking that time off. They were still working on the car in the factory. Not obeying team orders, still trying to make sure they get top performance out of the car. We're now seeing Perez now. I'm always happy for Checo.
Yeah, not a bad day for him. Pete obviously didn't challenge what's happened, but
he's so likable.
He'll do that all season.
He's so likable.
He's never gonna. The only way he realistically he'd win a race is if something went wrong with Verstappen. In terms of ability, there's no question.
Yeah.
But he does a job for them.
He does. I think he's the best second driver you can have if you're a team like Red Bull. He doesn't really get much better than that.
I do think at some point there's going to be some drama, and Danny will see Danny Rick. I'd love to see him in that car.
Do you think he still has what it takes to compete at the front of the grid if he's given that kind of car?
It's really interesting because he's been in essentially average, poor to average cars basically since he left.
Maybe bad career moves.
In the end. Since he left Red Bull, but at Red Bull he was, I think. Because it's been a while, we've almost forgotten how good he was. In a quick car, he was electric.
Yeah.
And what he did at Monaco, when his car was failing on him, and he went and won it. Unbelievable. So I think it'd be interesting to see what a job he'd do if he got the chance. He's good with quick cars, so we'll see.
Yeah. What a race it's been.
Amazing.
Sam and Joe, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, mate.
First race of the season of many. I can't wait. Go! First race locked in, guys. I can't wait to see the next one. Obviously, next week we'll be back. That Australian Grand Prix as well. That time.
Oh man.
Woo!
What is it again? 6
a.m. 6 a.m. start. We will be there no matter what. You better be too. Guys, make sure you subscribe to On Track GP, the channel, if you have not. It's been an absolute pleasure, like I said. Your comments, your engagement has been brilliant. And what a win for Verstappen. What a big podium for Alonso. And shout out to Gasly Guy as well.
Yeah.
Come on, Gasly Guy. I was never going to leave him out.
Gasly's fan.
Historic team Williams getting their point as well. Guys, subscribe, smash up the likes, comment as well. And we will see you next time. In a bit, people. Peace.